the last time we checked in with our heroes, we're calling them for some reason. It was a bit. They had actually a bit of anti-heroes, more likely. Yeah, a bit of
Group
some
of idiots.
kind of downtime. Returning to the Cloaked Rangers headquarters, triumphantly, sort of, with the unconscious body of Reginald, who they'd had technically successfully saved, to mixed results. They had some downtime. They decided to.
Wait, what? He's alive.
He is
It's
alive.
not that mixed.
It's
Vegetal.
kind of mixed. As you'll see, one of
Except
your
for bring
current
him back.
objectives is find a way to wake Reginald up.
Hey man, if we kill him, he doesn't have to wake up.
Actually, just to double check, I want to look at Twitch and make sure that everything I'm showing, like this little screen, is fully visible for people watching.
Guys.
Okay, yeah, it looks all right.
What? Can you see more?
Pizza Hut's here, Blake.
Oh, Pizza Hut here.
Pizza's Hut here. Hey guys, it's Pizza's Hut here. Welcome to my pizza channel.
I sent.
Welcome to my pizza let's play.
I sent Kristen to go sign for it in my name.
Thank you for
Right.
updating us. That was really important information.
Right. So the party actually had a little bit of downtime in between risking their lives. They decided to hit up the local caravan that comes once a month, repairing some armor, finding some new companions, some new wares for certain players, certain characters. Returning back to the Cloaked Rangers headquarters, they performed some dastardly deeds. And
Dastardly could they be?
however dastardly those deeds
Hey,
were
man.
quite fruitful.
I gave him a leg
Oh
up in the
shit! I
competition.
remember what happened.
Hold on. I gave him a leg up in the competition.
You gave him a leg off, actually.
Yeah, you get the joke.
Yeah. After giving the guy a nice leg off, blowing his blood all over the walls, you did get the information you wanted once you discovered he had an extreme fear of fire, which is something you could have discovered in a lot more ways than torturing him nearly to death. But,
What? Like what?
like, trying to scare him before just jabbing blades into... Never mind. So, after you guys gathered the information that the Cloaked Rangers commander had asked of you, bringing it to him, he offered a few ideas as to what to do with it. You guys decided that the best way to learn as much as you could about the New Republic, who seemed to be stationed underground, and you, after finding a strange, or being given a strange map of underground tunnels, with strange symbols, you headed out to where you were told a New Republic or Thieves Guild hideout was said to be found, or at least an entrance to one. Going through, you guys immediately found some traps, and that's where we're gonna jump back in. Was Zelfram rolling a death saving throw, please?
On my way, Jose.
Percy's gonna look over at him as he gets
Boom!
fucking bear trapped.
Oh, that's a
and just
fail.
go,
So let me bring you guys back to the entry here. So that's one failed save, and as Zelfer confidently walks forward, thinking, "You know what? I hope there's another." He falls to the ground. There's a splatter of blood and a thud as he falls. That's his first essay, and now you guys can hear some shuffling. Sounds like there's some movement from deeper within the cavern.
Mr. Holder, are those spikes?
Those are spikes.
Did I fall
Caltrops, I'm sorry.
forward? Did I fall forward or backwards?
Those are 5 feet ahead of you. You're not falling into the spikes, fortunately.
Okay, because I was stepping forward, so I'd assume I would have fallen forward.
Though if nobody acts quickly enough, you will have to roll another death save and possibly actually die if you're rolling that one.
I don't think I'm prepared for that one though.
What are you guys gonna do?
No one's here.
You say that out loud?
Yeah.
I would play it for a second,
Amazing.
except there's a cat who's being a fucking idiot.
What do you mean? The cat's just sitting on my shoulder.
So
Wrong
you
cat.
yell out, after there's the clank of the bear trap onto
Thank you.
Zelfer, a splatter of blood, and the thud of him falling on the ground, and Percival, you yell
I
out.
specifically laughed.
Oh, you laugh out loud, and Sam goes, "No one's here!" And then you kind of hear it, "No one's here." As it kind of echoes throughout the chamber, and you hear some shuffling of footsteps. It sounds like 2, 3, maybe more people coming from this direction where I'm pinging now.
Pull out my crossbow.
Okay.
I guess I'll ready my blade, my shield,
Okay.
just in case.
Is this cover, by any chance?
Looks to be a tent of some sort.
Is Zelfer still?
Zelfer is bleeding out on the ground.
I suppose I should fucking stabilize the dumb idiot.
You can certainly try.
And
I'll
I
try to-
fucking will.
open the bear
Corey, if
trap,
you
I guess.
fail, I'll do it.
I mean,
Wow.
I believe that's technically a success. So you kind of kneel down, laughing, fucking idiot. You're strong enough. You pull the bear trap off of him and quickly wrap his own cloak around his ankle where he's bleeding quite a bit, and you stop the bleeding mostly for now. He won't need to make any more death saves, but he is very much unconscious, which might be
I would have gotten a 2 anyway.
oh my god, which it's probably fortunate that he's unconscious because at this moment, several figures appear around the corner, and one of them calls out, "Hey, who's there?"
Oh,
No
good.
one. Didn't you hear me before?
Orange.
Hey, we're selling these fine. Are you guys interested?
I'm sorry, what?
Jason is speaking.
Jason, you are so fucking quiet.
Well, I turned him up.
Sorry.
It's just he's breaking up a lot.
With who?
Me, probably. Because I'm so abusive.
Okay, you do
Hopefully
deserve
not
it.
Dan.
Jesus, hold it.
Yeah, I'm terrible. So I'm sorry, Jason. What was that? You were trying to bargain?
Oh, I told them we were selling these fine leather jackets, and I was just curious if they were interested.
Do you have any fine leather jackets on you?
I point
We have
to.
we have shitty plastic ones in a warehouse that we made people pay $100 for.
There you go.
What?
What?
Alright,
What?
Fallout. Anyway.
Oh my
um,
god.
I point to. Eden.
Okay, you point to her. Make a deception check with disadvantage as there are no. Or actually, I'll roll it for you since you're
Thank
driving.
you. I appreciate that.
Since there are no leather jackets in sight, we're gonna.
Wait.
Yes.
I think I have
I don't know, do you?
or something like I'm sorry. Yeah, I have minor illusion. Could I use that to make a leather jacket?
Sweet.
You can make an illusion of one. Yes.
Exactly.
Okay.
That's all I need.
Okay, it's still gonna be with disadvantage, and I'll tell you why in a moment. With disadvantage, that's a 7.
Absolutely, I don't
So,
care.
They come around the corner. This one guy's carrying he's got like a ponytail, really shitty ponytail like mine. And he comes around the corner with this like heavy metallic crossbow pointing it at you guys. He goes, "Hands up! Hands up!" And immediately
Hold it,
Six
my
jumps
guy,
into
you're
action.
just ruthless to yourself tonight.
Yeah, immediately Six jumps into action. Oh, we were just wondering if you wanted to purchase these fine leather coats. And Menon, thinking quickly, produces an illusion of a leather coat. But the guy watched her do it. So
This is
Yeah,
a
I
direct
tried.
to consumer opportunity.
Tried, man. I tried.
So it seems some more. There's more shuffling of footsteps. It sounds like there might be more than these 3 off around the corner. And
The cool part is you can make them appear out of nowhere.
all right, enough funny business. Lower your weapons.
Percival puts his hands up and goes, "I would like to join the New Republic. Can I show you what I can do?"
The man with the heavy crossbow kind of looks to the 2 guys with small blades next to him and says, "The rest of them, lower your weapons."
I would.
I de-summon mine.
Okay.
I would have put my crossbow away when I conjured the jacket.
Okay. So no
I
weapons
can
out.
drop mine.
He says, he looks to you, Percival, and says, "All right, show me what you got."
Am I allowed to kill?
Not us.
Okay. Then I'll have to dumb it down a little bit.
Just stab Zelfer in the back of the head. He's already unconscious.
One of the guy, the guy in the green over here, kind of starts stepping forward, and he sees Zelfer on the ground, lots of blades. Like, that's a lot of blood. It's,
He's an idiot.
Yeah, he'll be fine.
Wait,
fine.
hold on, do that voice again.
that's a lot of blood.
It's fucking Morty.
Oh,
That's a lot of
jeez.
blood, Rick.
Oh, jeez, Percy, that's a lot of blood, man.
He'll be fine, I say.
For you stupid bitch.
I can help if you want.
Yeah,
Yeah,
please.
go for it. He did it to himself, but if you want to help, go for
Yeah,
it.
okay. And the guy with the crossbow kind of like shoots him a dirty look as he moves forward. Very easily just pushes these spikes out of the way. Just kind of moves
Yeah,
them with
Morty got
his arm.
Morty got strong.
They're not very big spikes. He moves forward and he casts Cure Wounds on Zelfer, and he's going to heal you for
Hey.
That's
4.
10 health.
That is 10 more health than I had prior.
So you kind of wake up to this complete stranger with a dagger at his side, hovering his hands over your ankle where you're bleeding.
And fireball.
Are we killing them, Mr. Six?
And as soon as he
Not
says
at
this,
the
he kind of
moment,
jumps back.
Zopper.
And the
We're
guy with the
trying to join
crossbow, kind of goes, "Hey, out here!" And I look at a mage-looking type, a man with a dagger and a smaller crossbow, and somebody with a larger blade of some sort. They kind of start pouring out from around the corner. He says, "Back up, Johnny." Okay. And starts moving back.
Fucking Johnny.
Fucking Johnny.
Damn it, Johnny.
All right.
Always fucking Johnny.
So you know who we are. What do you want?
Oh, I already
I
told
I
you.
thought he just.
Oh, he
I
said
thought
he
made it
said what
pretty
he
obvious.
wanted. What about the rest of you?
We're
I'd like
together,
my-
aren't we?
I'd like my leg not to hurt.
It hurts a
Do we
lot.
not look like a
Things
party?
offered.
You look like a band of idiots.
Yeah,
We
exactly.
are
A party.
trustworthy adventurers.
And I, the king.
You bunch of misfits then?
Sure. I guess.
You don't fit right in. Well, come on, get across the spikes, get over here.
Okay, I say it using shared passage to teleport right behind the guard and put a blade around his neck. I'm gonna say completely. No, okay, not the blade part.
Okay, but you teleport behind him. Oh my
Nothing
gosh,
personal.
Oh boy.
Oh,
I tap him on the
Shindaddy.
shoulder and go, "Hello."
You can hear the several guys immediately behind him go, "Oh!" And he kind of jumps a little bit and turns around. And he looks like he's about to hit you. Goes and he kind of cracks a smile. And then the rest of the guys around him kind of start nervously laughing with him. There's like,
I didn't even pull my blades.
yeah. He says, "Not bad. Come over here." And he gestures to your left, where you can now see there's a couple of tables, some weapons, blood on the ground. Looks like this is where they were hanging out. He says, "Come over here. Have a seat."
I look at one of the guys with the dagger and go, "My sword's bigger than yours."
Sure, it sure is though.
I go, "Have a seat."
Yeah, and actually, a few of these guys, kind of this guy kind of comes up and checks on you, Zelfer. He helps you. He extends a hand to help you up.
Mm-hmm.
Do you
I
take
get
it?
up. I get up.
Okay.
And then I go, "For your troubles." And I put the last 5 teeth I have in his hand. And I start walking away.
Surprisingly, you see, you put the teeth in your hands. You're used to people screaming or freaking out. He just kind of holds them, and you see a little grin come across his face, and he pockets them.
That's
Hell
fucking
yeah.
weird. That's fucking weird. I don't like that.
We got a guy who beats
Man.
me.
He gonna
Right.
make a bracelet.
So
We got a tooth man.
crossbow man over here, who has not yet introduced himself, gestures for you guys to come over to the table with him.
I already.
Sure.
I sit.
Okay, I'll
I
bring
go.
6 over. There's only a couple of chairs, but
I
I'm already
stand.
in one of them.
Are we still on the other side of the spikes?
what's that?
On the opposite side of from the spikes.
Yeah. Yeah, we've gone in further.
Yeah.
Just kind of wanted to do it for them just because I'm an asshole.
You want to do what?
Just wanted to be a show off little douchebag and do a flip over him.
You can certainly try.
Oh, I can't wait for
The
these.
spikes are 10
That's
feet
gonna be an
tall,
acrobatics.
You impale yourself.
No, the spikes are maybe a foot tall at most. It wouldn't be that hard. It's the flip that's going to be harder than getting over the spikes.
You step over the
You
spikes.
could jump over the spikes without a check, really.
Probably step over them.
Not quite.
Yeah, but that's
They're
not
only
how
a
we
foot
do.
tall.
Come on,
They're
Danny.
5 feet across, though.
Step on fucking
Not
crushing.
rolling.
There you go.
There we go. Not bad.
Just to be a bit of a show off, at the back of the pack, you kind of give yourself a little bit of room, run forward, and you do. You can't quite get a flip off, but you do like a little half flip into a somersault onto the ground in front of the spikes, and actually a couple of the people couple of the younger guys as they say you do that. And when you
She's
see them,
fuckable, lads. Get her.
you see a couple of guys whispering to themselves, looking at you, and they head off to the tables. you guys head over, and the guy with the large crossbow.
Help you?
Do you say that to them?
I'm sorry. There's a boyfriend in my lap.
Oh, I thought you said to the guys whispering about you, "Can I help you?"
Oh,
Because that was gonna be
no,
a
I
ballsy
would have
move.
winked at them if anything.
You wink at them. Okay. And they both immediately kind of like become a little blush and go back to their table. The two that were whispering about you are at this other table over here. The man at the heavy crossbow, he sets it down on the table in front of you guys with a big like thud. It looks heavy. Now that you get a closer look, it's this very it's a like a heavy crossbow, but it looks like it's almost entirely made of metal and very dark wood and has spikes all about it. Looks like it would actually be pretty good for jabbing into somebody if they got too close. And
He sits it down with a thud.
yep, there's a big thud on the table as he sets it down.
I pull out my hand crossbow and mimic him.
He shoots you a weird look. And you can see as you pulled out your hand crossbow, the two people behind the man who formerly had the crossbow kind of like tense up a little bit. As soon as you set it down, they relax.
I try to set it down to make equal thuds. So without care if I break this thing or not, I just slam it down
Strength
trying to make. I want to equal the amount of.
I want you to make a strength check because this is a heavy. It's a heavy crossbow, really.
Aww.
You guys watch Zelfer very confidently pull out his own little crossbow, and there's like a little doop as he sets it on the table, like as hard as he can.
I look at it. Go.
Wizard.
I make I use prestidigitation. I just point at it and make it spark.
Okay, it sparks a little bit, and you see the man across the table from you with a kind of purple cape seems intrigued. He shoots you a little look, like an understanding look of, I know what you're doing.
I look at him and go. I just start smiling.
He smiles back a little bit. Now the man with the heavy crossbow, he says, "All right, so you're here to sell jackets, fake jackets. You're here to step on traps. You're here to join us. You know who we are. Tell me, what really brought you here? Be honest."
Do we know who you are?
Who I am?
It's the New Republic, man.
I heard
I
there's
don't
a
know
place.
if we do know who you are.
I know what brought me here.
Let's hear it.
I heard there's a pit of fighting that I could maybe get away with killing someone.
Yeah, this is my kind of guy. You're in.
I want a fighting pit.
You're also my kind of guy. You're in too.
I cracked my knuckles.
Do they light up like glow sticks?
So you guys are here for the fighting
You
pit.
kidding me?
Sure. Sounds fun. Why not?
Sounds fun. Well, did you hear about it? What brought? I'm really curious. What brought you here? You didn't know about the fighting pit. Well, one of you did, but you weren't sure
we didn't
about
know
it.
about any of this.
You just said you knew we're the New Republic.
I didn't. I don't know who said that, but it wasn't me.
You don't look
I'm
like
just
a
following
family of
people.
raccoons, to be honest.
I'm just following people around, so.
He seems a
Hey,
little
why
more
else would-
suspicious now, and he kind of like he's squints and is looking around at you guys, and he's like,
Why else would there be a bunch of traps and armed people in the middle of a fucking forest? Like, there's nothing.
"I'm sorry, in the middle of a
We should probably
forest.
try
What?"
to hide it a bit more. Right, I mean,
Hey,
sorry, I'm.
Mr. Sam, excuse the big one. He thought he was following us in here, thinking maybe he'd get some cheap gold. We all got together, saw a dungeon. I knew the pathway. They just thought maybe there'll be treasure at the end of it.
All right, no, that all makes sense. You're a bunch of adventuring lot. That's good. You want some gold. You want a good fight. But you heard about the fighting pit. You knew to call us the New Republic. This isn't that up. You guys are kind of, you're sketching me out a little bit here.
Percival puts his hands
I'm a
down on the
sketchy
table
person, I
and
guess.
leans in and goes, "I want to make sure the king is fucking dead."
He gives you a weird look. He's like, "The king? We don't have a king."
I was told he died.
What'd you say?
I was told he died in the explosion. But I
Oh,
wanna
you
make
mean
sure
the
he
old
was
king?
owned.
Of course he's fucking dead. Nobody's heard of him since.
Yeah, but like, is he really though?
You think he'd
Is
be
he
here?
really, though? No, I'm saying I want to join someone who actively hates the king.
Well, you're gonna get mixed opinions here. Listen. You know who we are. I don't think you know who we are, though. We're the New Republic. We're about anarchy, about freedom, about doing what you want, when you want, where you want.
I shit on the table.
Is it having an? Is it organization based around the premise of anarchy kind of a contradiction?
Isn't what?
Yeah, pretty much.
What'd you say?
Organized anarchy.
Menon isn't this smart, but
No, it's okay. She can
She
say. No,
isn't
she
this
can say
smart.
this. What you cut out, so I didn't hear you.
I know isn't the whole premise of an organized group main
In
interest
favor of
is
chaos.
anarchy is kind of counterproductive and like
Well, who said we're organized? Listen, it's all a free market. If you do something people don't like, they squish you. If you sell something people don't like, they don't buy from you. You get? But if you got something people want, you do it however the fuck you want. People don't bother you. They
I
buy.
don't think people could squish me.
gotta love
Well,
libertarians.
He kind of looks up at you and goes, "No, I don't think they could." Well,
I could make them able to squish you, Mr. Sam.
I'd rather you not. Make me able to squish people.
listen.
Okay, I cast enlarge
I'm go-
and double his size.
Aha!
Sam, I need you to roll a Dex save.
Oh god.
I'm
Make
assuming
me-
you're not resisting the spell, so you automatically fail, and you.
Personal
Don't
I'm,
reaches
I'm
his
not.
hand
I'm not
forward.
resisting the spell.
Yep. So you become twice as large. You roll that Dexterity saving throw.
All right. Give me a second.
Percival reaches his hand forward and goes, "Pardon these fucking idiots." Percival Crafton.
He said to make himself bigger.
Does that make would that make the cat
That
bigger
one.
too, or no?
That one. Okay. So all of a sudden, Zelfer extends his hand towards you, mutters some incantation, and you grow at a rapid pace. And you realize as you start to grow, the ceiling isn't very tall in here, so you quickly duck, and now you're kind of like hunched over the table, like.
What happens to the cat on his shoulder?
It's
it's-
just tiny on my shoulder.
It is just
It
tiny
has
on
more
his shoulder.
room.
It kind
It
of
has more room.
It lets out like a little as it's kind of launched into the air a little bit, and then lands back
It's
on your
alright.
shoulder.
She has more room to move.
Right, but like the sudden lurching of you, you lurched her upward as you grew, and she was kind of just chilling there, and all of a sudden like as she flies up and then back down onto you, and she settles back down a little bit, and the whole everybody in the cavern kind of like oh, and except for the man who very clearly knows a thing or two about magic, he kind of chuckles a little bit silently. He says he looks at the man who's still not named himself looks to you, Zelfer, and says, would you undo that, please?
And you
Why?
not.
Yeah, he asked to be big enough to squish people.
I'll be honest, it kind of makes me uncomfortable. I'm trying to help you out here.
Do you want to be bigger too?
Kind of. He kind of gives you a look like of excitement and anxiety, like, yeah.
You're gonna have to watch your head.
He kind of looks up. Yeah. He kind of crouches down a little bit. He's like, okay, I'm ready.
I end concentration on
Sam, you shrink back down.
and cast enlarge on him.
And you can hear him go, whoa, as he grows. He kind of looking at his hands, and he's like patting himself all over. He's like, this is awesome. Wait, and he reaches inside his pants. He's like, sweet.
God damn it!
He's like, wow, everything grows. And then that gets a chuckle from some of his mates down
Hey.
here.
Hey, Zelfer, do the other one on him.
No, because I'm running low on magical energy.
Why did you wait?
You can be like that for up to a minute.
Like, okay, this is really
You-
cool.
You got a minute to rub one out.
Blood!
You know, if you're worried about
no,
not having enough magic energy, you could we got drugs for that. He's looking down at you.
I'm looking up at him and go, you can touch the ceiling now. You couldn't do that before.
He's like, you're right. And he kind of reaches out, still crouched, and he reaches up and touches it. He's like pushing up against it. Yeah, this is cool.
You're now the first person in your entire organization who has touched that ceiling.
I kind of doubt that. We got some big guys, but okay.
How tall is the ceiling?
Maybe about 10 feet.
You have 10-foot guys.
I mean, not quite, but listen. Okay, I'm done now. This is kind of, I'm starting to
I
not
got
like this.
hops.
Okay. Does that mean you want me to end it?
Yeah, kind of.
All right.
It was fun.
I'll break concentration.
Okay, and he shrinks back down. He goes, "Fucking hell." Okay, that was weird. Thanks.
Welcome.
You're a weird bunch. That's fine. I still don't understand. Listen, it's our job, sort of. The queen pays us to stay here.
You don't have a
and
king. You do have a queen.
Bingus
Yeah,
bungus
what?
suck on Banus.
How can you?
No, sorry. Resile just rescribed,
backwards
and his
shit is
fucking he subscribed, and his fucking subscribe message was Bingus bungus suck on Bennis. Thanks.
Oh
Thanks,
yeah.
Restyle. Anyway, he goes, well, yeah, that's not important though. All you need to know.
How can you have a queen being about anarchy? Isn't about anarchy
Well,
about smashing the?
She's
the
technically,
point.
the
she's-
matriarch?
she's-
monarchy.
technically, that's just what we call her. All right, she's the big boss.
So you
You
do
have
have
a
a
higher-
hierarchy.
You have a hierarchy.
Not well, yeah, sorta, but only because she could kill any one of us.
All right, then if you have enough of you, she
I
can't
don't
kill
think she
all
can.
of you.
Listen, man. And he kind of
It's
starts
like
looking around
staring-
nervously.
it's
He's like,
forming
nah, just
a military base.
listen. You don't know. Listen, you'll learn, okay?
I don't think I will.
It's
First of
still it's about freedom. Yeah, she's kind of our queen, but you know, we still do whatever the fuck we want. There's no laws here. There's no rules, unless
no laws here
yeah.
right now. So if I killed someone, I will not get punished.
Then you'll probably be punished by his friends because they didn't like that you killed him.
What if I killed everyone in this room right now, including myself?
Well, if you get away with it, you get away with it. That's how it goes down here.
Yeah, the question is, could I? No, because I would die before anyone else.
This is true. He
I
continues.
could blood explosion and kill you.
He continues. I just get paid to sit here and check everybody that comes in, make sure we know them or that they're cool to come in. Okay, it's that simple. I just need to make sure you
Sounds
guys
fair.
aren't here for the wrong reasons. He said you know who
Percival
we were.
leans forward
Yeah.
and extends his hand. He goes, Percival Crafton, personal berserker, at your service.
He goes,
See
I
the
like that
berserk-
title. Jerendel, you can call me. He extends his hand and shakes yours.
And like that, I will.
Kind of a whack ass name.
I'm Zelfer. I collect body parts.
Right. And,
I pull out Zimmer's right hand and the spinal cord.
the right hand is not looking good, by the way. It is a decrepit.
Oh,
mess
I
at
don't
this
have
point.
it. I don't
Yeah,
have
Oh,
it.
no,
get it
you
in the
don't.
library.
I
You
don't
don't.
have it. Then I pull out the spinal cord and the dwarf pelvic bone.
Oh my god. Okay.
Bones.
I'll extend my hand and introduce myself as Deathy McDeathface.
Okay.
Comedy.
Are you actually trying to pass this off as your name?
Yeah.
Roll deception disadvantage.
I meant to say
disadvantage?
Percival Crafton, freelance berserker, and my brain completely shit itself.
Why is that disadvantage?
Because I,
I
say
just
so.
got the note.
Sincere.
Bro, I just got the notification for your stream now.
Oh yeah, hold on, you're live by the way.
Hey, thanks.
Holy live.
Okay.
Ah!
And you're like,
Uh,
Deathy Mc. What did you say? Deathy McDeathface or whatever?
Yeah.
And you extend your hand. He shakes it. He says, Deathy. Yeah. That's real edgy, man. Okay.
That's my name. How dare you?
And he says, listen.
Simultaneously very edgy and not edgy at all.
Right. Like you could either a mass serial killer could be named that, or like a pony.
But how dare you think that ponies can't be serial killers? How racist are you?
That is pretty racist of me. Anyway, that's all the stream is, just a bunch of racism. He says, listen, I just need to get you guys' story straight before I let you through. You knew who we were. You knew about the fighting pit, sorta.
I didn't.
I'm just kind of looking around at you guys, not sure.
I'm still just following them around. If there's a fighting pit, though, I want to be in it.
You're following them. You like a fighting pit. You're all a bunch of freaks and you want to fight. That's great, but which one of you actually said New Republic? Was that 6?
That was me.
That was Percival. Okay. He looks to you, Percival, and says, How'd you know about us? How'd you know we are the New Republic?
I was chained in the basement for, was it 10? I forget.
Oh,
It's
shit.
my own story.
In what basement?
Under the castle. I'm the king's son, by the way. Nice to meet you.
What you know, when you said Percival Crafton, I kind of just assumed it was a coincidence. You're trying to tell me you're the actual son of the
Yeah,
late king.
Yeah, and the whole thing is that nobody ever believes me, so what's the point in trying? So let's skip past that part.
Then why'd you even bring it up?
Because if I didn't, and then later you would have found out I was the son, you would go, "Why didn't you tell me?" And then we would have had this conversation, and then you wouldn't have believed me. Circle.
That's kind of a tough situation, isn't
I'm
it?
confused.
Well, all right. You
Confused.
know what, Mr. Percival Crafton? I'm gonna assume you're telling the truth, because here's the thing: down here, nobody's gonna give a fucking shit.
Hey, that's fine with me.
Yeah. So you're Percival. That's fine.
I got locked up. I got out. I heard the stories from the people around the city and shit, and here we are.
It's a good and bad business having our name spread around.
What's the bad part?
Well, we want it's a catch 22. We want more people.
What's
we
a
want,
catch-22?
It's when you throw two twos at somebody and they manage to catch them.
We want
Oh,
more people
okay,
down
cool.
here. We want to be stronger. We want to be greater. We want this place to be ours the way we want it. But it's kind of hard to do that when everybody knows about it and certain people who are a bit more organized don't like it. We want to
Like
remain
who?
secretive
Organized
but
at
recruit at the
all?
same time. Yeah. Well, the
Be
Cloaked
nice to
Rangers
actually
hate us.
accomplishes things.
Well, that's the whole point. We don't want to be organized. We're kind of organized sometimes when we have to be, but
You
it's
don't wanna
complicated,
accomplish
okay?
things.
We're still trying to figure it out.
Down with organization.
I'm not gonna pretend this ain't a new thing, okay? We're just doing our thing.
I'm just giving you shit. I'm Menon, by the way.
Menon, yeah, true menace. Menon the menace. Yeah, okay, and he shakes your hand.
I'm
Oh,
just
wow, really?
Sam.
Real creative. Never heard that one before.
Yeah, I'm sure you haven't.
You haven't. I would assume that would be something you'd hear a lot, Miss
Okay,
Menon.
so let me get this straight. Big guy number 1 over here heard about us. Big guy number 2 started following him around. Punchy McPuncher
No,
face over here.
I'm not following him. Just the group in general. I kind of don't like that other big guy. There's only room for
Right.
one big guy, you know? And I got dibs. I'm older.
Right. Okay. He turns around to
was here
the mage
first.
behind him, and he says, "Arian, what do you think of these guys?" And
You get it? Because his name is Aaron. He's part of a brotherhood.
I will point out
Yeah.
right now he has black hair and brown eyes.
So did Hitler. So did Hitler.
Only Hitler had brown hair and black eyes.
He was a
Same
little demon.
difference.
Anyway,
I'm pretty sure Hitler's bad.
He's a shirk.
he
Yeah, sure.
he says,
I'm a lizard person.
"They seem interesting. Maybe we see what happens." No,
Listen, you put me in a fighting ring, I'll beat anybody.
What's the worst case scenario?
right.
Everyone dies?
Jarendale says, "All right," and he picks up his heavy crossbow. He says, "Follow the little guy. He'll show you where to go.
Can we
Good
go
luck.
to this fighting pit?
Yeah, you'll get there eventually if you'd like.
Which I would.
Do I
And,
have to fight with my hands?
If you guys want to make any sort of name for yourself and not be,
have a
constantly
name.
watched, and you have a name. What is it? Your group?
Over?
The Bronze Toads!
No.
The Bronze?
I'm just smiling and giggling.
Right, okay, you guys know each other. That's fine. If you want people to not be staring you up and down every time you come in and not be so scared or worried about you being around, just introduce yourselves. Just don't be assholes or people are going to kill you.
Well, I'm an asshole.
Guess I gotta die.
I mean, they can try to kill me, but
Right.
And make me go to rehab.
just an
I said
asshole.
No, no.
All right.
no.
Johnny, let him in. And the young kid who had originally helped Zelfer up goes, "Okay." And he says, "Follow me, guys." And he starts kind of walking down the
have you hit
cavern.
puberty yet?
Yeah.
It hit him.
Oh, are
I
you
just,
sure?
I just eat a lot of Scooby snacks, man.
So
Right.
this is gotta be my least favorite of all the voices.
All right, Johnny, shut the fuck up, Johnny. Let's go.
Right. So I assume you guys are gonna follow Johnny.
I
Are
look
we?
back at the guy. So you work for the organization. You get paid.
At Jarendale?
Yes.
Yeah.
You get paid.
I don't work for an organization. I work for the
You-
Queen.
What do you think about if there would be any jobs in interrogation that might be open?
He looks a little, not confused, but like morbidly intrigued. He's like, probably. I mean, the queen would probably be pretty good at that herself, but if she didn't want to get her hands dirty, maybe she wants to take a break. Maybe. You're gonna have to make quite a name for yourselves before you get to meet her. I haven't even met her.
Probably easier said than done.
But alright, thank you.
Yeah.
Or easier done than said.
He says,
Excuse
well,
me.
welcome, Bronze Toads. I guess I kind of hope to see you again. It's been interesting. And please don't cause a mess in there. At least not right now, because I just let you in, then people will blame me.
Cause the mess right away. Got it, sir.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Like at Culver's with me.
And he kind of like waves you off sarcastically, like, oh yeah, thanks, whatever. You know, as you go in, Johnny kind of leads you guys through more of these caves. It's lit by, strangely enough, it's hard to make out where the source of light is coming from, but just about everything is at least dimly lit. Eventually, you kind of start to notice that most of the lights seem to kind of emanate from the ceiling. Zelfer, you can't be sure, but you're fairly certain that there's some sort of magic, like permanent magic about this cave that keeps it constantly dimly lit.
I mean, I could probably be sure if I spend 10 minutes in here.
You could, yeah. But you're fairly certain there's some sort of magic keeping this place lit to some capacity. And eventually you go through some winding caves. Or you take a left at a fork. You go down instead of up. There's just a few turns, and you come across the cavern. Kind of slowly coalesces. It slowly narrows until it's only about like 5 foot by 6 foot.
Coalesce.
It's a little cramped, but up ahead you can see like this large set of wooden double doors, and Johnny kind of scoots out of the way just when it looks like there's only going to be enough room for one person to pass at a time, and he kind of scoots back. He says, just through those doors, you'll have fun. He starts to walk back to the entrance.
Percival goes in.
All right.
I nod at him on his way down and go, one day you too will take someone's teeth. And he nods and walks after Percy.
Make a perception check.
You see that little Johnny has shit his pants.
You see that he has already stolen some teeth. 21.
Just under his breath, because you're talking, you're paying attention. You hear Johnny go, "Oh, I hope so."
I have to kill little Johnny.
Yep.
Right. And so you guys, the map I'm about to bring you to is a little bit different. Bear with me for just a moment.
I will not bear with you.
I'd rather tiger with you, TBH. But I'm
So you
not
guys
afraid, so.
enter the large wooden doors, and immediately are greeted with, actually, a kind of a nice tavern. It's not nice, but there's a big hearth directly ahead of you. It looks like there's actually a second floor above you, which you can see to the right, as on the right side. The right side is the second floor, with like a wooden railing all along it. It's not bustling per se, but there's probably, you can just quickly glance and see about a dozen people in here. Some at the bar having a drink, some talking at tables. It's a pretty large place, and there's a nice large chandelier hanging just over the middle. Where there seems to be in the middle, you can see right here where I'm pinging, there's a big 15-foot wide square of some strange, really nasty looking liquid. It looks like water that that concoction you guys have in your basement.
Yeah.
It kind of looks like somebody had a whole fucking pit of that, with a
Nice.
board across it as an impromptu bridge, and there's a very in contrast beautiful chandelier hanging directly above it. The place is well lit. It's people
It's
talking.
lit?
As soon as you guys walk in, you turn some heads. People are watching you. There's a big man immediately to your left who kind of as you walk in. He kind of looks you up
I
and
make
down.
the same noise at him.
And he kind of chuckles and then turns back away. And people are looking at you, but they eventually kind of
look
turn
back.
back to their business. Yep. And you look at everyone you can, and
He
They-
would just sit there and go,
you see them all kind of look you up and down, and then just go back to their business. What would you guys like to do?
who is there an open spot at a table nearby?
Yeah, immediately to your right, there's a table for 6. Wherever you see a table
For me?
that looks like it's
a table
open,
just for 6.
just for 6, to make
That's
up for all the
cool.
lack
They
of
didn't know it was
beds.
coming.
Yeah.
Ah,
Yeah. Basically, anywhere you look around and you see, like on the map, that it looks like a table's empty, the table's empty. I have placed tokens everywhere for where people actually are.
I'm gonna go up
Not
to the
enough.
strongest looking dude and sit next to him.
That would be the guy immediately to your left. Actually, make a perception check.
And that is what I'm doing. What the fuck?
Oh, Isaac, there goes the rest of your good rolls.
Yeah, I guess I just wasted all my good rolls for the day.
Give us 1 second. Okay. With
I'm gonna piss
double nat, even though technically the double nat 20 doesn't matter, you got a nat 20, and it's just amazing that you got 2. So here's what you notice. As soon as you walk in, immediately to your left, there's this big brawny guy who kind of looks you up and down and says, He looks like he's probably the strongest, most intimidating one, and he's placed right by the door for a reason. But when you look around a little more carefully, you notice the bartender dressed in orange behind the bar is actually like he doesn't look all that strong. But you can just tell looking at the way he moves, how he holds himself. He's got incredible posture. He's fit, and he'd probably be the hardest one to fight in this bar.
Nice.
Though he doesn't appear to be, you can just tell. The one that kind of seems, just at a glance, the toughest would be the guy immediately, the big bulky guy immediately to your left.
For sure.
Okay.
Orange.
So, you're gonna
Blake keeps saying he's gayer than me.
bet?
Actually, I'm gonna head over to the bar.
Okay. Percy, you immediately head over to the bar where there are several men already sitting. There are 5 stools there total. Where would you like to sit? The one on the far left and the one on the far right are currently open. You could just stand as well. There's some standing room.
No, I'll sit in the corner one.
Okay, so you kind of move over. You're a big guy, so you kind of scoot on in. There's a kind of skinny guy with a shield on his back and a sword at his side. He's kind of just sitting there sipping on a drink, and he looks over at you. He kind of scoots a little further away. Yeah, I'm gonna move them, and yeah. So you're over here in the corner now. You sit down at the bar, and the bartender looks at you, doesn't say a word. He's just staring at you. What's everybody else doing?
I want to sit across from the big guy.
Okay, you can go and sit immediately across from the big guy, and he watches you go and kind of sit down, and he goes, "What do you want?"
My name is Mr. Zelfer.
You got some nerve just sitting next to me.
What do you... How so?
I'd like some nerves if you have any spares.
He kind of looks at you confused, and a smile comes across his face. He says, "I like you."
I have heard a lot about the New Republic, and I was looking to... He smiles and leans close. Go a place where my doings have no legal repercussions.
He says, "I like you even more," and he extends a big meaty hand to you. He says, "Name's Abby."
Big, meaty.
He extends his big meaty claw.
What was his name? I couldn't hear it.
Name's Abby.
Hello, Abby. I shake his hand.
It's a man.
And it completely encompasses your own.
Yep, I'm not very big.
You're scary though.
In a good way?
Is he?
Yeah, I can tell looking at you. You got some
fucking creepy
fucked up
looking.
shit up there in your head.
I want to think that I heard him and be like, is he?
Yeah, so Sam, do you kind of walk over and join?
You've got some fucked up shit.
no,
going
no,
on.
I'll just leave that.
For the moment, well, men in 6. Sam, what are you guys doing?
What do I want to do?
unmuting my
am I?
microphone. All right.
If you guys would like to defer for now, I can go back to Percy.
A wild
or...
guess.
Do they have any whiskey?
Men, I'm going to take a wild guess and say you follow Percy.
Eat.
Okay, so you follow over to Percy. There's one stool left, but it's in between Percy and some random dude. Do you care?
I'll sit.
Do you care?
Manon.
Honestly, if there weren't any seats, I'd sit on the bar.
There's one seat, but it's in between some random dude and Percy. So like you'd be kind
Said
of
if there weren't any, I would have sat on the bar. But since there is one, I'll sit in it.
okay. So you don't care. You just kind of move over, sit right next to it, and you can immediately tell the guy immediately to your right. He's kind of skinnier, not very attractive, maybe like a 6 on a good day. He's kind of checking you out, like real obvious. Sam, kind of, you follow over and kind of sit at one of the bigger, probably actually the biggest table, by yourself. You're just sitting. Six, where are you going?
To hell.
I'm
He
just,
said to check. I think he said, "Do
Eventually.
they have any whiskey?"
did he?
I think that's the last thing I heard him say.
Yeah, he asked if they had whiskey.
Okay. We will get to that. Since he's not here, I'm just gonna put him next to Sam. He sees that there's no room, and he's gonna wait for a moment. He's gonna sit next to Sam for just a moment. But I know he wants some whiskey, so we'll get to that. Percy, Menon, you guys are at Sam. You are listening in. Actually, Sam, make a perception check. Percy, Menon, what are you guys doing at the bar?
Probably try
I'm
to
gonna look
catch
at
the
him.
kid's eye and give him a look and see if I can weasel a free drink out of him.
Damn.
Why don't you make an insight check?
I'm gonna look at the bartender the same way he's looking at me, and then after like a minute of that, I'm gonna ask him if he's got any cigars.
Okay, Sam, you're looking around and just checking the place out, and you notice directly above you. I'm actually going to reveal it slightly more so you know what I'm talking about. Directly above you, there are 3 people, kind of standing on the second floor, looking down at you, and they're all just staring, like very blankly. There's no emotion, there's no expression, just very blankly, their mouths slightly agape, all just kind of staring at you like. I just did the face, but you guys can't see because you're probably not looking at stream. But they're staring with their mouths slightly agape, their eyes kind of sunk in a little bit.
Why would I support you?
Right.
Damn
Menon,
it!
you
I'm
check.
not
I'll
rolling
just
well
look
today.
at them and stare back.
Okay, and they're just staring completely, and hardly blinking is the scary part. They're just staring, completely expressionless. And Menon, you're kind of looking at this guy. You know, he seems too engrossed in checking you out to notice that you're sizing him up. But he probably, just from the way he's looking at you, he doesn't seem the type to have a lot of money, but he's definitely interested in you. So
Jason
big
says
maybe.
that is what he asked. He's switching to desktop.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
When he gets there, he can certainly join you guys in the bar.
If he talks to me, I'll talk to him, but like,
Right now, he's just very creepily staring you
yeah,
down.
I'm not gonna
checking you out.
actively pursue anything unless.
Menon ain't got time for broke
Yeah.
people.
At this point, he's just
Oh,
like
no.
staring at your cleavage.
Can I help you?
Can it stare back?
Wouldn't look at him when I say it. Can I help you?
Yeah, I think so.
How's that?
Hey, give me 30 seconds and sure.
That sounds about right.
Oh, I mean, you're really pretty.
No, and
I like
No.
I like pretty. Yeah.
I know.
Can I he kind of like, you see him rummage through his pockets. He's like, can I buy you never mind.
Save your money.
What's that?
Save your money. I've got my own.
He kind of like awkwardly scoots, like kind of he scoots the other way and like just kind of sips on a drink.
Honestly, I thought you said give me your money.
Yeah,
I
that's
was
kind of what I was
damn.
like. Whoa.
We have to mug him.
No.
Okay.
No
First of all,
rules.
you were gonna ask the bartender if he had a cigar.
Yeah.
He looks at you and he shrugs, and that's about it.
Oh, okay.
And the guy on the far right, in the green here, I'm gonna ping. He kind of like, oh, there we go. That guy there, he kind of like leans back and looks over, and he says, "You're new here."
That be the truth, mate.
Well,
Why are you a pirate?
he's a mute. He can't speak, so you gotta be real specific. If you want a cigar, you want like what, tobacco? You want some drugs? You gotta like what you want. Like you gotta be real specific. And then when he'll give you the price, he'll either make a C, a G, or like a B, like a lowercase b with his hands, and that's the unit. And then he'll like count out with his fingers how much currency it's gonna be. It's kind of dumb, but like, listen, he's great.
Love exposition.
Tobacco, cigar, or a glass of brandy. Either one will work.
And the bartender looks to the other guy and kind of, you see him heave a little sigh, like he's tired of this guy trying to explain so shitty. And you see him go into a back room over here, and he comes back out with well, have you had cigars in the past? Has Percival?
Being in the military, I'm assuming you would have been.
Okay, you've had plenty of cigars. He comes up with It smells great, but it's wrapped really shitty.
If I rewrap it, do I have advantage because I've had them before?
It would be a straight roll.
Damn. I don't know if
But
Roll for
he
roll.
hands it to you, and he forms a C with his hand, and he points. He lifts 5 fingers.
How much gold do I have? I know I have that much. God, the light in my room is off.
He formed. I'm sorry. He formed a C as in Charlie.
Yeah,
Okay.
copper.
You said gold, and I was like,
He was trying to make sure he had enough gold to pay for 5 copper.
oh, yikes. Okay.
What?
I don't know.
Big gamer brain.
Okay, yeah, I'd slap a silver down on the table for him.
Silver. And he nods and he takes it and he kind of does something under the counter and produces 5 copper back to you.
I'd wave it away.
He shrugs and you see him leave again. And he comes back with a big old mug of something.
Nice.
And you now have a cigar and brandy.
Is that
Hell
what you
yeah,
just say
dude.
to him? You look him in the eye and go, nice.
Yeah, you got a. It's a good cigar and it's okay
Understand.
brandy.
I get the explanation. I know you didn't explain it very well, but just be specific. I gotcha.
And the bartender nods and looks to you, Menon.
Look back.
She wants big fat dick.
I don't want anything. Just-
Bartender nods.
I'm just gonna shake my head and smile.
Bartender nods politely. We're gonna go back to Zelfer, who is still talking to his buddy, Abby.
So, Mr. Abbey,
Yeah.
Mountain Abbey.
no, I hate to be that guy. I hate to come into a new place and ask so many questions. But I'm gonna have to be that guy.
I'm all ears. Let's hear it.
So, where do we go to find activities that would get us some gold?
Some activities. Well, you could ask
I
around. People might have some.
myself,
Hmm.
I pull out my torturer's toolkit and open it a little bit. Specialize in getting onto.
Oh, I knew you had some fucked up shit in there. Right. Well, if we want jobs, I mean, it's kind of why we're all here. We're just here to make a few coin and have a few drinks. Maybe find a few women. He kind of looks over at Menon. Anyway,
He does.
Do I
he-
see that?
probably not.
Damn.
Well, actually, you have your brandy and your cigar now. Roll perception with disadvantage. But he says you could ask around, see if anyone's got anything for you. Most people get their jobs from the queen. I don't know. If you're looking to make a lot of coin, you could always go to the fighting pit.
Now, about the fighting pit, I've heard some things about it. I am not as skilled in combat unless I can use a little bit. I left my left hand and start making sparks.
You're a magic type. Yeah. No, anything's allowed in the fighting pit. You can do whatever the fuck you want, as long as you win.
Anything?
Now, the people at the gate said there is sort of a hierarchy system.
Did they?
More of my friends and I were being mean, and they kind of said there might be a little bit, just a small one.
Yeah, they're kind of assholes. It's fine.
So what is the easiest way to get some favor so people stop looking at us the way they do?
Really? You want to make a name for yourselves? Go to the fighting pit. Win some
Okay.
fights. But, I mean, you can't just jump right in. I mean, maybe, but you gotta get let in. There's this whole stupid fucking process. It's a whole thing.
All right. But is the easiest way to get something of yourself in this place is to be the fighting pit?
Yeah, that's the fastest way, unless you want to hang out and make people laugh. You can do that too.
Not my specialty.
I could have guessed.
This has been making people uncomfortable.
So Percival, with 15, you kind of looking around, puffing on your cigar. You'd probably notice. You'd notice him look over in your guys' direction.
This cigar has not been lit yet.
Oh, okay.
So I'm gonna get up and head over to Zelfer.
And as you're getting up and hanging over, you see him kind of look over. You see the guy look at, or Abby look at Menon.
And I'm gonna hold it out to Zelfer and say, if you would.
Can prestidigitation light that?
A cigar? Technically, it
It does say.
where's the spell description?
Jason, I don't hear you.
Chill, make it cooler,
You can
lighter, snuff out a
candle,
candle, torch, or small.
torch.
Yeah, I'll fucking allow it. That's
I look-
fine.
I look at it and go, all right, and snap and it lights.
Yep. It's it kind of the end kind of like is actually on fire. There's a proper little lick of flame from it, but it simmers back down to a lit cigar.
It zimmers. Uh-oh.
Ruh-roh.
Zelfer's dead. Mr. Abbey, this is my friend, and a very skilled combatant. When we get to the pit, I'd suggest you put your money on him, Mr. Percival Crafton.
Oh, good to know. He's a big guy. Crafton,
Well,
any
my hand
relation?
out to him.
He, his hand is actually bigger than your. Bigger in that, like, not as in like by width or anything, but like it's just big. It's meaty. This guy's heavy, you know, and
Big.
so he shakes your hand and
Meaty.
meaty claws. He says, Crafton, any relation?
Yeah, but you won't believe me.
Fortunately.
Why wouldn't I?
Because nobody does.
Well,
The guy at the gate believed you.
Yeah, because I explained to him that if he wouldn't, then he would one day, and then be a shit show.
all of a sudden it's very
Hello?
windy in the oh god.
Oh, it's me.
I have
Sorry.
to turn you back down. Oh fuck. Oh fuck.
Yeah,
oh,
turn me
ow.
down.
Oh god.
Oh fuck,
okay.
Rick!
All right.
Oh, fuck,
Jason, want to
Rick.
give me a mic check?
Mic check. Mic check.
All right.
Holy shit.
Holy
Oh
Do you wanna
fuck
get-
me.
Do you want to get out of the fucking wind tunnel, mate?
I guess I'll close my window. Be right back.
I can't.
Definitely not that windy here.
that
Are you
literally-
currently experiencing a tornado?
No. No, we are not.
Right.
Is that better?
Much. You fairly,
good.
fairly. You're good. You're good. You're fine. Anyway,
right.
so since I'm sorry, we're gonna jump over to Six for just a moment since he's been neglected this entire encounter. What are you doing, Six?
Oh, no worries. Yeah, I would love maybe a bottle of whiskey if somebody, if there's like a bar type thing set up there.
Yep, there sure is. And you would have heard the kind of behind you. You would have heard a guy explain to Percival that the system that you ask for something, be very as specific as you can. The bartender is mute, and he will either make the hand symbol of a C, a G, or a B for copper, gold, or
Alright.
bronze, and then we'll like count out with his fingers how many you owe him of that.
Copy that. I would like a full bottle.
Full bottle of.
Just
Whiskey.
some whiskey would
You
be nice.
just say whiskey. Okay. The bartender kind of gives you a questioning look, like raises one eyebrow. And he uses his hands to kind of form a scale and pushes them up and down.
I nod and I say, the good stuff.
He nods and you see him retreat to that kind of back corner room, and he comes back out with a pretty pristine bottle actually. He
Okay.
produces it, and he kind of with his both hands he forms a G, and then
Okay.
you watch him count out 5, 10, 15 gold.
Okay. I will hand over 20, and I'll say, how about one of the cheaper ones too?
Seems a little surprised at first, and he politely nods. He heads
This
back and he
guy's a
brings you
fucking shit show.
for 5 gold. He brings you. You can tell as an alcoholic, this isn't a cheap one. It's still good
Alright.
stuff, but just not nearly. You
Okay.
got like for 15 gold, you got a really. He gave you probably one of the nicest bottles he had, and for 5 gold, you
Alright.
got another pretty decent bottle.
Fab. I will the cheaper one. I will pop the cork on, and I will thank him, and I will just sort of slowly put it up to my lips, and then just drink it as I walk around and listen to
All right,
what
so you
everybody else
got
has got going
you got
on.
an open bottle of pretty decent whiskey. You're just walking around. Okay, cool.
And it doesn't leave my lips. I just sort of hold it up there and slowly sup at it until it's gone.
Like a baby.
Okay.
Yeah. It'll take a couple minutes, but yeah.
Yeah. Listen, alcoholic or not, that's a lot of whiskey. So you're gonna go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw for me.
All right, we'll do a comedy then.
Zelfer, Sam, man, but all of you notice him doing this. He's literally just downing an entire bottle of whiskey.
That's about right.
Okay.
And
Probably
here
just
comes.
if we made eye contact, I'd give him a big thumbs up.
Did you say con check or
Save.
save throw? Save throw. Copy.
Okay. you're definitely drunk, but you're not like throw up on the ground and like die drunk.
Alright, okay.
It's getting you're comfy. You're real comfy.
It's been a while.
It's been a while. You're real comfy.
Alright.
Okay.
I just realized I'm alone at the bar with a creepy dude.
And the creepy dude kind of
Not the first time it's ever happened, but you know.
the creepy dude kind of knocks on the bar twice, you notice, and then nods at the bartender. The bartender nods back. He heads back, and he comes out a couple minutes later. Menon, you're probably the only one who notices this. He comes back out with a small cup of what looks like tea, but it's kind of purple and bubbling just a little bit. And he sets it down very carefully in front of the man next to you. The man next to you produces... Let me see here. Let me double check my thing.
Your girl's about to get rohypnol.
You see him produce, surprisingly, 40 gold. And he sets a little sack next to the bartender. Bartender nods and takes it. And the guy kind of leans over and just starts... just inhaling the fumes from the stuff. And minute, it smells terrible.
Yo, my guy's getting stoned right the fuck here.
What?
Me too, playing.
Be right back.
Nero.
I love it when you hear that. I say something to just hear, be right back. Like,
Right.
shit, I missed my flight. I gotta go. But
Man, are you gonna do anything with this knowledge? This guy's just kind of like huffing the vapors from this strange purple liquid in front of you.
Be like, if I may ask, what the fuck are you doing?
And he kind of looks up at you and says, "Oh my God, you're even more beautiful. Holy fuck, it's the good shit. You want to try?" And he kind of pushes it towards you a little bit.
Why not? I take a sniff.
Okay.
you die instantly. That's it.
Right?
Since you're doing this voluntarily, you inhale. It smells terrible. You almost actually make a Constitution saving throw. I'm gonna say real quick. Just
No, that's a check. Sorry.
What's happening?
Jason, I think
Not
your mic's a
doing
bit
it.
sensitive. It's picking up a lot of noise around you.
Menon's about to get
Oh,
dick
let me turn it
raped
down.
is what's happening.
Okay, there's your con save. Okay. With a nat 1, you kind of inhale and then immediately feel like you're about to throw up. You feel it coming up. Because it's disgusting.
Shit.
What are you going to do?
Fuck. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh shit. Try not to throw up.
Shit
Try
your
to
pants
play it
instead.
off.
It's coming up. It's coming up. There's nothing you can do.
Okay.
Why
Yep.
vomit when you shit your pants?
Can you imagine? Yeah. Well, how do I
On
hide
the, I
vomiting?
barf on the guy's in the guy's lap.
Okay, so you lean over and you barf into his lap. And here's the weirdest part. He looks down at it and he goes, "Whoa. That's cool." And then as you're starting to wonder what the fuck he's on about, I'm going to bring you to Secret Secrets for just one moment.
He starts using his
Yeet.
lube and beating his dick.
Oh hell yeah.
As you're looking down at your own vomit, it's disgusting. It's vomit. It's gross. It's very bile-y. You haven't been eating a lot. But then it starts to kind of shift and form and start to wave in his lap. And before you know it, it's almost like a tranquil sea of... It doesn't look like vomit anymore. It's like a tranquil sea of cotton candy just flowing on his lap. And you look up at the guy, and he's the most attractive man you've ever seen. You look over at the bartender. He's also the most attractive man you've ever seen. The bar in front of you is like pure marble, and it's like you're in heaven right now, and everything's perfect. Everything's beautiful. And you are overwhelmed with a sensation of euphoria, and nothing can hurt you.
Oh hell yeah.
Okay.
Holden, real quick.
Yes,
I knock
yes,
out Zelfer.
My eyes are, but my pupils are the size of dinner plates.
Okay.
Um,
And
My
you
dinner
turn
plates
around.
are
When you
the
turn
size of your
around, the
pupils.
same effects on all of your friends as well.
oh my god.
All right.
What?
Sam and Six, you're kind of sitting there. You got your bottle. Six, you're moving about. As you're kind of like moving about, are you trying to make conversation with people, or are you
Sam,
literally just...
Sam wants to move for no particular reason at all.
Six, while you're kind of moving about, are you trying to make conversation with...
Yes.
Okay.
I would definitely be listening. I probably wouldn't offer a whole lot.
You're
first
listening,
until
okay.
Until my bottle is gone.
Make
But then-
make a perception check with advantage. Or not with advantage, I'm sorry, it's just gonna be a low DC, we'll say.
You fuck right off.
Sam?
Sam moves
is this
across the room.
is this meta? firing.
Absolutely not.
6, you hear idle conversations of people saying, "Oh, when I was checking this place out, I found this cool artifact. I found this," and people just mostly talking about like little odd jobs they've done. A couple jokes here and there, some joking, lighthearted insults. Seems like everyone here is kind of like your kind of asshole,
All right.
It's chill enough. Yeah.
Is anyone talking about the arena? Is there anything I've
You might have
gleaned from
heard.
that?
You would hear somebody mention, "Oh yeah, and Eddie wanted me to jump in." And fuck that. I ain't got a fucking group name, whatever. That's so bullshit. And you kind of imagine that's about the arena. Okay, Sam, what are you doing?
I'm moving
Where?
Hi.
down here.
You just moved to another table for no fucking reason.
Yeah, absolutely none. Not at all.
No reason at all. This has nothing to do with meta. Excellent. Okay.
And should I make that roll now to knock out Selfer, or?
Yep. Probably.
Oh god. Yeah.
Hey, Holden, you come back to me.
No, Holden, don't ever go back to him.
Percival would like to use
He's not allowed to have a
action to
turn.
fucking teleport 30 feet away.
Why is it? What happened while I was in Secret Secrets?
I wasn't actually gonna do it. I said, hey,
He
Isaac.
said a fireball, didn't he?
No, I said, hey, Isaac, you know what I'm gonna say next turn? Hey, Mr. Abbey, you know what's a great way to commemorate our friendship? Bar fight. And I was just gonna throw a fireball.
I was right about the fireball.
He started pinging like over here. I was like in a fucking 20-foot radius. They started pinging over here.
And I started
fucking
pinging
over
on-
here. I'm
on-
so I'm like, nope. All right, I'm moving. I'm moving. I'm moving.
I wasn't actually gonna fire to do that.
Right.
Like hell you weren't.
I wasn't
Okay.
planning on slugging
The 6,
someone.
you also notice and kind of just checking the place out. Menon seems high off her fucking ass on something, and you never really saw her take anything or smoke anything. And when you kind of catch her eye for just a moment, and she looks at you like you're the most beautiful man she's ever seen.
Well, you just know that's not true.
And we'll get back to that in a moment when we go over to Zelfer and Abby and Percival. Where's that conversation going?
I'm gonna look at Abby.
Yeah.
Abby, can we order drinks from here, or do we have to go up there?
Well, he doesn't really leave the bar. Just, yeah. I mean, listen, man. If you want to grab me something, I'm glad to tell you all you want about the place.
How about this? And I'm gonna slide 5 gold to him. Go get us some drinks. You know what's best here.
He looks at the 5 gold. He's like, not bad. Well, all right. He picks it up and he kind of walks up to the bar, and
I lean to Percy and goes, "That's a third of all the gold I've got."
all right.
Sometimes you still baffle me with how dumb you can be.
And he looks back at you and he goes, wait, do you want something to drink or something for fun? You want to have some fun or you want to drink something?
Oh no.
Mr. Percy, should I have some fun?
I've
think
already
maybe-
got my drink. I think I'm good. You do whatever you want to do.
I don't know. Surprise me.
All right. He rubs his hands
Oh,
together.
No.
Oh god.
And he
Zelfer's about to get plastered.
You were given a chance to stop me.
Percival wouldn't have.
I know he wouldn't have. 6 would have.
I think 6 is too drunk to do anything
He's
right
too
now.
busy sucking on his binky right now.
Right.
There you
So
go.
he goes over. You see him say something to the bartender. The bartender comes back and produces something. He comes back to you two at the table. He hands you 1 gold and he says, "Here's your change, and here's our fun." And he produces what essentially looks like a big fat blunt. He says, "We got some good old devil weed." And he says,
I hate
"Do the thing,
you.
do the thing." He holds out
Alright.
the blunt. You light it.
I point at it and snap.
Okay, you light it, and he takes a big puff and exhales a big puff of smoke. He's like, "Yeah," and he passes it over to you, Zelfer.
I'm gonna try to mimic exactly what he did, equal to it.
Oh God. Okay, make a
Great,
Constitution
look,
saving
it's
throw.
me smoking.
Yeah. Okay, so you take a big old puff and you let out just as much smoke, and you were just sent into a coughing fit. But you can already feel some of your muscles start to relax, and let's
Dude,
see.
you're gonna
Roll a
make Zelfer
D3 for
into
me.
Into a pure stoner.
Roll a D3 for me.
Nope, I fucked it.
Deep
Hold on,
trace.
I fucked it.
Is that even a thing?
Okay.
To my
For the
pet.
next 2 hours, your strength score is decreased by 2.
Wow, it's now fucking 8.
Yeah. He says, yeah.
You
it's a
had
good
a strength
stuff.
score of 10?
And he
Yeah.
reaches out to take it back from
What
your
the
hands,
fuck?
Elfer.
Oh, I hand it back.
And he extends it towards Percival.
Percival holds up his own cigar and oh thanks.
He says, what, you don't want to cross the streams?
Strict regiment of not doing whatever the fuck that is.
You're no fun. He takes another so Elfer. He's going to be taking a puff and passing it back and forth between you. He will answer whatever questions you ask, it sounds like. So if we want to just expedite this process a little bit, did you have any more questions you wanted to get out of him?
Questions to get out of him. I didn't think this far ahead.
It would give you a moment to think. Six,
We're gonna
Sam,
put
Menon,
some
are you guys
fucking-
doing anything at the moment? Anyone itching to do anything?
I got my boots up on the table.
You're chilling, man. You're big chilling.
Going.
Got
Now
my
we
boots
start-
up on the table. That's it.
Yeah. And
Now
your
we
cat
start
is
the
kind of
bar.
chilling up against your neck and purring a little bit.
I'm gonna put some ramen in the microwave. Very right.
Okay. Six, Menon, you guys doing anything?
No,
Start
I'm,
making out with the guy next to me.
Do you actually?
Wait, can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay, good. Sorry.
Are you gonna Menon?
I'm gonna stand and watch that for a moment.
You're gonna stand and watch Menon. Okay, here's the thing. It's hot, right? But at the same time, it's like she's making out with this guy, and both of them are high as fuck on something you have no idea. And they seem absolutely enamored of each other. They're like grabbing all over, but they're like it's really sloppy, and like half the time they're like missing with their lips.
Oh, and there's vomit.
Yep, and there's vomit on his lap, which is kind of like spilling onto her a little bit. And you notice every once in a
Also,
while.
probably on my mouth as well.
Oh god, yeah, yep. But the
Wow,
thing
this
is
fucking gross.
it's really gross.
actually.
But the thing is, you notice like every once in a while they both kind of look down in the vomit and are like enamored with it. And they're like, whoa, and then they go back to making out, and it's really gross. Like kind of hot, but really gross.
Six arches his eyebrows.
Mm-hmm.
Six starts beating the fuck out
And
of
also,
his dick.
also in the place you're sitting, you would notice where I'm pinging now. There are 3 gentlemen staring at you now, mouths completely agape, eyes sunken in a little bit, completely expressionless, completely blank, and they're all 3 on the 2nd floor, just staring at you.
Are there stairs to go up there?
Yep, at the southern end of the map here, these stairs I'm pinging now head up.
Okay, I will head upstairs, and I'll sort of stand next to those guys.
Okay, let me just reveal that a little bit. Okay, so you're gonna head up the stairs. Move that over. You head up the stairs, and as you approach, they all kind of
I'm back.
continue. It looks like you kind of watched to see what would happen as you walked up the stairs. As soon as you left their eyesight, kind of going up the stairs, they went back to just looking down at the pool of water. And as you approach and kind of stand next to them, they pay no mind to you. They're just kind of staring down, mouths agape, completely blank expressions.
Is my bottle empty now?
Yeah, it's about empty by now.
All right. I will. I'll say. What you guys looking at?
And the one immediately next to you kind of looks over. Yeah.
Did you try the purple drink?
Drank.
This Baccarat, man.
You
Shit's-
want to play baccarat?
Nah,
I also play
Baccarat,
Bakugan.
man. It's some good shit.
He wants to play
Okay.
dodgeball.
All right.
And even though he
I'll have
laughed
to-
and he kind of seems like, it seems like he's happy about what he's talking about. His mouth still just completely, his face completely expressionless.
Cool. Okay.
And he kind of just turns back looking down at the green liquid.
Just not know what the fuck to do.
Hey, what's in that pool?
He shrugs.
Oh.
All right, now, snakes.
Oh, what's in there usually?
Been sick.
Well, now there's a mountain.
Oh, I see. All right, you guys have a good time.
Avalanche.
I'll slap him on the back and head back downstairs.
You kill him instantly
Okay.
with your blow.
He kind of lurches forward onto the rail and then like slowly rights himself. And he's kind of just looking down.
All right. I have no idea what I'm going to be doing at this point.
Okay. Menon, you're still just making out with this guy. Anything else?
I mean, I'd probably at some point the
Fuck
thing
him.
where I get no, I'd probably do the thing where I get up on the bar and try to play at some point.
And
That's sober.
oh,
Oh.
okay. Okay.
I don't know if how well I'll do it.
Okay. So, Zelfer, all you guys noticed at some point, you'd all notice she was just making out some random dude and it started to kind of smell, like vomit. And the bartender seems to pay no mind. Eventually, you're like, the guy, as he's kind of reaching around, he grabs one of your instruments. He's like, oh, what's this?
Oh my god, I would slap the shit out of him.
Do you actually?
Like slap his hand, be like, "Don't touch that."
As you slap his hand, it like kind of waves and wobbles around in a very like
Ooh,
impossible
and I'm
fashion.
immediately distracted again.
Yeah. And he kind of like pulls your instrument out. He's like, "Do you play?"
No, I just have him for looks,
He
dude.
says, "Do it, do it, do it, do it." And you're looking at your own instrument. It's what instruments do you have? I know you have the
I
bagpipes.
have violin. On me at the moment, I have the violin and the bagpipes,
Okay.
but I can play a number of other instruments.
It's the violin. And he pulls out the violin. It's like, and you look at it, and it's gold encrusted. It's got jewels all over it. It's
Fuck yeah,
it's the most
that would
incredible
sound
thing you've
terrible.
ever seen. It would, but it looks amazing. And so he hands it to you, and
Hell yeah.
you get up on the bar, and I'm gonna have you make a performance check with disadvantage.
She's
gonna
still
have
gonna
it-
do well.
Are you gonna have a check to try to get me up on the bar without hurting myself or nah?
It's okay, unless you
Okay.
want to.
Nah.
Okay. Golden crusty.
I'll probably go with Zelfer while I'm around.
Okay.
Or not Zelfer,
Not
fucking
bad.
So first,
Six.
oh,
Okay, so you follow 6. So Sam, for the sake.
while I'm out and around getting my ramen ready.
Okay. I'm gonna
Ramen.
say so. 6, you walk back down and you see Sam. He kind of gets up and he seems to come over and he's gonna be following you for the time being. Probably asks you what you were doing.
Oh, I was talking to those guys up there. They don't have what you say.
Okay. So we'll go back to Menon. Menon, you guys. So as you guys are coming down, Zelfer, Percival, you guys also notice this. Menon kind of like stumbles onto the bar, stands up. She's kind of wobbly. Menon, you look around. You're on top of a mountain. This is the most incredible view you've ever had in your life.
I
And
look
you-
at Abby and I
The
say,
hills
"Brace
are alive with
yourself."
the sound of music.
And he goes, "Oh no, she's on the hysterium." And you pull out your violin and you start playing. And guys, it actually sounds fine. There's no rhythm or it's not a particular song. It's just kind of like do 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 but it's just kind of all over the place.
Oh, canon indeed.
Yeah, Canon indeed. It's kind of all over the place, but it doesn't sound bad. It's fine, actually. But Menon, in your ears, you are playing. It is like there's a symphony around you, and you are playing every single instrument at once, and it is the most perfect music you've ever heard in your life. Like it's a spiritual experience.
Menon is now addicted to drugs.
Oh my god.
Hmm.
Only takes once.
Right.
I
Zelf.
move into a position to catch just in case.
Okay.
Just be near-ish.
So you and Sam kind of walk over, and you get a look at her now. She seems fine, but her eyes are dilated. Her pupils are plates. It's kind of creepy how big they are. And she pays no mind to you. She's kind of off in her own world playing. We'll go back to Zelfer and Percival. Did you have questions, Zelfer or Percival? Did you have anything you wanted to say? Or
I
do?
had questions.
Yeah, Percival does not.
Okay.
Not really.
Sorry. Is there a good place to rest?
Nah. Abby looks at you and says, I mean, there's a couch upstairs. It's probably being used, but not really here.
I mean, in the town area.
Not really. Not here. This ain't exactly a barracks.
Alright. Shops?
I mean, we got a smith. So, I can tell you where he is, but it's a few blocks away.
places to start looking for jobs?
Honestly, if you want to fast track, your best chance would be to ask Eddie about it over at the fighting pit. He has a lot of connection to the queen, apparently.
Fucking.
Eddie!
Oh, they fucking.
Not yet.
Percival, anything?
Is the oh sorry.
Anything? Isaac?
No,
No?
I don't think so.
Okay. Menon,
When
eventually.
does the fighting pit open? Does anyone know? Is it just kind of
are
an
you-
all the time thing?
Are you gonna move back over? Well, say as you're passing by, you
Uh,
can easily ask. You hear them conversing.
Okay.
And Abby tells you, oh, it's open all the time. Just whenever fights are
Okay.
happening.
Okay.
I mean, usually when people are awake, so not at like, middle of the night, but head over whenever. There's
Time
probably
is
a
it?
fight. Last you checked,
Yeah.
it was about. Oh, I'm sorry. I actually don't know. I gotta go back real quick. You guys were. You left off. Hangouts. You got the information. So it was probably by the time you got here, it was about dusk. It's probably like 7 p.m. ish.
Okay. Okay. So nowish then, probably.
Yeah, probably. Be a good time.
Can you point me in the direction?
He says, yeah, if you just go up the stairs, there's a big, wide double door. Yeah, immediately in front of you. That's the way.
All right. I look to Sam, sort of give him the nod, and I'm gonna go check it out.
Okay. Eventually, as Sam is standing there, actually, Menon, we're gonna say some time has passed now. I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
God, why is roll 20 always so fucking slow for me?
Because
You're going to
you're
use it.
evil. Maybe if you weren't so mean to it. Yeah.
You do talk a lot
Oh,
of
mean
smack
to me.
about it,
Well, it deserves it.
and that is why it doesn't work with you.
This is true.
I know.
Okay. You start to. Actually, I'm gonna take you to Secrets.
Eat.
Bye.
Bye.
Prepare to die.
Okay, as you're kind of looking around,
dead.
you're playing, and the brilliant symphony behind you from what you're playing starts to dissipate one instrument at a time. You can feel as the volume decreases, and all of a sudden you look over at your hands, and it looks like your hand is melting into the violin, and the bone is showing. And you look down, and you're 1,000 feet up on top of a mountain, and you're about to fall. There's no way you can save yourself. And you look down, and everybody around you is a decrepit, horrifying being. You are in hell.
Yay.
Okay.
Wow.
Menon falls off the bar.
Okay. With both you and Sam, there's not gonna be too hard. She falls off the bar, probably screaming.
What am I doing?
Yeah, screaming.
You were hanging out
Screaming.
with Six, yeah?
Yeah.
Six positioned himself over at the bar where
I'm
Menon was playing her
screaming.
instrument on top. Yeah. Menon starts screaming. She looks at her hand and stops playing, and she starts screaming at the top of her lungs. And she falls off the bar into your guys' arms.
Good.
Oh boy.
And
Yes.
you hear somebody in the bar mutter, "Oh, there's the calm down."
Oh. So not much longer then.
I would still be like screaming and struggling because.
Very slowly, everything is shifting back to normal.
Okay. Menon, do you need some water?
I'll carry her over to a fucking table in the corner.
I'll
Like
find some
this
water.
one.
Okay. Easy enough to do.
Naughty girls get put in the corner.
I'm not naughty.
Well, she can. Actually, no, she can't pet the kitty until she's not high anymore.
That is perfectly reasonable.
We were thinking about going to check out the fighting ring. Do you want to go, or are you just gonna stay here?
Everything is horrible.
That's normal.
Yes. That's just the lives we lead. So, what about the arena?
It's just the lives we lead.
All right. Well, you're feeling better, I'll hang out till you're feeling better.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with him to the fighting arena. Would I hear that?
Yeah. Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
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 If it will make you happy, Isaac.
I would
It's a
love
long
to go
way
to the
away.
arena. I would love to go to the arena. I'm just saying.
Yeah, so would I.
I'm assuming at this point I'd have finished my cigar and my brandy.
Probably.
All right, we carry men into the fighting arena.
You're gonna just carry her over?
Sure.
I do the high guy waves. Look at him
Okay.
saying bye, just like, see you guys.
You not coming?
I will fucking carry Menon all the way to the
Menon
fighting
is
arena.
just limp noodling, still like wide-eyed, mouth slightly open.
Okay.
Nah, I'm good here.
Like she looks like a dead fish right now.
Oh, Mr. Six, I'm
Jeez, not
good.
an improvement. You good? Okay. buddy.
I'm good, Mr.
I
Six.
go, let's go, troublemaker. We're gonna go fight in the arena.
I'm not
You-
okay.
She is. You're not okay.
But
You
you
feel
will be.
You will be.
exhausted.
Oh, we're fighting?
I
We're
mean,
gonna-
for the you can watch for a little while if you want.
I want to kill someone. Alright, Mr. Abby. I'm gonna go kill someone.
You fucking go and make that gold, brother.
Do you want me to bring you back his liver?
That sounds disgusting. Please don't.
How about, do you want a spinal cord? I just got one. I
He
got
looks-
one the other day.
Looks over to you, Percival. Can he not do that?
Yeah, Zelfa, stop it.
Man, Mr. Percy, I didn't see you being a buzzkill. I'm
Man,
gonna
I
get up
didn't
and walk
see
up.
you existing like this, but here we are.
Okay. I'm gonna see you guys kind of reconvene over here. You can discuss what to do next.
I
Alright.
stroke Six's face.
I let it happen.
Six, I'll remind you, you're still fairly drunk.
That's right. I forgot. All right, not a problem.
Come on.
Are there
So,
people fighting? Is this
Zelfer,
like a
you are
medieval
high just
time
as you are in
scenario?
real life. Six, you're fairly drunk. Menon, you're on the come down. You feel like death.
I'm
I
gonna
look
look at,
at, I look at Percy and go, looks like it's probably just gonna be the two of us.
You guys have been in this bar for all of about an hour.
And
Is
most
this
of
like
the party
a-
is fucked.
Is this like a medieval time scenario? Or are there people eating giant turkey legs sitting around the arena watching?
I mean, you're not in
Oh
the
my god, I
arena
love
yet,
medieval
but
times.
could be.
Is
Could
the
be.
queen super hot too?
Could
like in
be.
medieval times?
Mr. Six.
Oh fuck yeah.
Zelfer.
I don't know if we're all in the best condition to be going into a fire pit.
No. It's just a fighting pit, and we don't have to fight. We can just watch for a little while.
No, because I don't think
I want to fight.
Are
I
you gonna
don't
fight
think-
that ambulance?
I don't
Yeah.
think
It's a fire truck. I'm not gonna fight the fire
Fire truck. Jesus, it's big.
I don't think
I will.
I don't think big guy number 1 and 2 are gonna like that idea.
Better one and two.
I do believe they're still just gonna jump in and go to participate.
Well, then I don't know. What do you want to do?
I just want to sleep, man.
Go ahead.
Accents, guy.
He falls asleep while walking, crumpling to the floor and
I
snow.
mean, you guys are at your own table in the corner right now.
I mean, if everybody wants to take a snooze, I'm down for taking a snooze.
It's pretty early, man. I want to go around and see things.
Percival's not gonna sleep because of where we are.
Okay.
All right, let's go. Let's go to the fighting pit, guys. I do believe that is the best choice.
Hold on, give me 1 moment to roll something. Yeah, okay. Abby walks over. He's like, hey, new friends. Hey, tell you what, you look, you want some place to stay? Tell you,
Yeah, man.
the private rooms upstairs, usually for more fun things, but they ain't expensive. If you want, I can get a key for you guys. It's not gonna be comfy, but you can have a room to sleep in.
How long can we rent them out for?
I don't know. How long do you need?
The night.
Just for the night. I can go ask if you want. You did me a favor. Here, 1 sec. And he kind of like stumbles off a little bit after he's gone for a minute. You guys gonna just wait for him?
Yeah.
And he
Yeah.
comes back and he says It's gonna be a copper per hour.
Cool.
You hear
Wait,
that, Menon?
no.
A copper per hour.
2 copper
Yes.
per hour, or was it 3? Fuck,
I'm
I don't
gonna
know.
look at him and go.
was-
Regardless, those are all cheaper than our.
It's something copper per hour. I don't know.
Okay, I hand him a gold piece, and I say, we'll take a few hours.
Okay, he kind of
That's like the night.
hobbles back again.
That's like 4 nights.
That is like 4 nights.
Yeah. Let's
How
see
many
here.
nights is that? Copper?
So what?
both
So
of
1
them.
gold equals 100 copper. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
okay.
12 hours.
So he
So 4 days, 4 hours.
he brings you back 2 copper. He hands it back to you and says, "There's the change. You got 48 hours."
Sure. Where's the key?
He hands you the key.
Okay.
He goes,
Uh,
"Oh yeah," and he hands you that.
I sit there, I'm looking at my hands, and I'm doing math.
He says, "You got the one on the left upstairs."
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Can you point it out?
I will ping it for you. Yes.
I
You
carry
wanna come
men in
up with
there.
this?
What's that?
You carry men in there?
Men in.
He's just
Yeah,
gonna carry some men in there.
Yeah. Abby returns to his post.
Carries the dumb bimbo.
Yeah.
You guys use the key, and I'll show you. This is the space you got. It ain't great, but
Is there a bed?
nope.
It
It's
works.
a table with 4 chairs,
All right.
but there's room for all of you to
Oh,
be in
yeah.
there.
All
What do I
right.
got? What do I got? What do I got? Aha! I throw a bedroll on the table and I lay Menon on it.
Okay.
I throw a bedroll next to Menon, and I sit on it.
Okay. Man, and before you pass out, you pass out kind of half glad to finally be done with it, half like fighting it because you're not sure what's gonna happen. And the last thing you see is Zelfer's ass.
Oh.
Great.
Whoa. What a death.
So nightmares it is.
I kind of look at everyone and go, and I cough up some blood and go to sleep. I'm at 10 hit points.
Okay.
All right.
Zelfer's still at a quarter of his life.
I can make it 0 real quick.
Okay.
Do it. You don't
Menon
have
is passed out on the
cojones.
table. Zelfer is passed out on the table, kind of next to her.
If we're all resting, I'll rest as well.
6, you're gonna rest in there as well.
If that's what we're doing.
Percy, Sam.
I'll take a sleep.
Okay.
Okay.
I guess I'll just fucking sit where I'm at and just stay guard.
You're staying guard. Okay, good call, because otherwise... Okay. Why don't you roll 2d6 for me? Okay.
That makes an 8, by the way.
Yeah, thanks. A few hours pass by. You pet your cat. Everyone's sleeping. And around 10, 11, midnight, somewhere in that vicinity, you're underground, so it's hard to say. You hear what sounds like a little scratching against the door.
I summon my blade, and I stand up with my shield and my blade in hand.
Okay. So you hear a little scratching. It's just like a little chittering, and then a click. And then the doorknob ever so slowly turns. There's just a tiny little, the tiniest little creak, and then the door just.
I go, I wouldn't if I were you.
And you see it stop, and then suddenly it like very quickly clacks back into place. Like they let go of the knob, and you hear like a pop, 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 as somebody runs away.
Mm-hmm.
You could have killed
What a
someone.
fucking badass.
I could have killed someone. I should have killed someone.
Yeah, you just pass up on a free opportunity for slaughter.
I know it feels really bad, but I'm busy. I'm too busy eating my ramen to roll attacks and shit.
Okay, big
Right.
fucking mood, Jesse.
That's
Um,
meta, sir.
You guys can go ahead and take your long rests then. You will wake up rather early the next day. Some of you will wake up rather early the next day.
Like, I'm waking up at noon, baby.
Sam, how late are you going to stay up?
How late was that?
That was at about midnight.
Could I have wakened Percy up at like 3 in the morning?
You certainly could.
Would that still give me my long rest?
Yes.
Okay.
I wake him up and I. All right, cool.
All right, so Percy will be taking over. Sam, you're gonna. It's not gonna be great, but it'll be enough. I'll give you a long rest.
Before I go to sleep, I tell him that someone tried to get in. So.
Who sneezed directly? Who is sneezing directly into your fucking microphone? Why are you sneezing direct? That's disgusting.
Because as I went to sneeze, I knocked the mic into my mouth. I moved it away and did the same fucking thing.
You high ass. Okay. Percy, I'm also gonna have you roll 2d6.
I warned Percy, by the way.
Yep.
And now I'll be back. Gotta go clean my bowl.
Percy?
What?
2d6, please.
Oh, sorry. I'm cutting out really hard.
What are you cutting out?
Carbs.
His heart, so he can wear it on his sleeve, because he's really edgy.
Gluten!
Okay. Give me one moment.
One moment. Ugh.
All right. The rest of the night passes rather uneventfully. 6 is the first one to wake. Zelfer and Menon and Sam, for various reasons, are all going to be out for maybe a little longer. At around, you would guess, between like 5 and 7 a.m., 6 wakes up.
I'm back.
It's Percy. Are you? It's Percy and 6 up right now. You guys gonna do anything? Or?
I probably would have waken up.
You went to bed very late.
Yes. It's kind of how I work.
Okay, but Sam is not you. You're still asleep.
Give
What do you plan on having me sleep for?
Dude, it's like you went to sleep 4 hours ago. Shut the fuck up. Technically, that is the minimum requirement of sleep that the military asks you for. So, but
yeah.
but anyway, Percy, you see 6 kind of wake up. It's rather early.
I give him a nod.
Is 6 here? Okay,
Apparently
epic. Okay, well, never mind then. Then a couple hours pass.
He says nothing to you. He just ignores you.
Yep, he just ignores
Like
you.
an
It's
asshole.
very rude. Sam, and eventually you all kind of rouse and wake up.
I go through and change out my spells for what I want to do today.
Okay. Menon, you with us?
I guess I could wake up at like 8:39.
Cool. Jason? Eden? Did 2 of my players seriously just walk away? What?
Without saying anything.
Yeah.
Wait. No, I'm here.
Oh, okay. I said your name several times. You wake up.
Sorry, I was.
You feel probably the most refreshed you have your entire life.
Like a bag of potato chips.
No, you feel amazing.
It's just the.
Like a bag of sour cream and onion potato chips.
Yeah.
Oh, bitch, really? I
Or a
want some
bag
so
of salt
bad.
and vinegar.
Oh, I don't like them.
Those are amazing.
Holden,
Yes,
Vinegar
yes.
Squad. Hell yeah.
Yeah, salt and vinegar. That's
Vinegar
where it's at.
Squad.
I'm
Okay.
personally a big fan of dill pickle, but that's just me.
That's disgusting. Anyway, moving on.
What?
Menon,
Isaac, I stand with you. You're valid.
you're not valid. Menon, you feel incredible. Sam, you're fine. Zelfer, you're fine. 6, you're fine. Yeah, okay. So basically, everybody's fine. What do
I
you guys?
feel invalidated every Tuesday when Holden tells me I'm edgy.
You're very edgy though. It's.
Yep,
I'm gonna
so
say.
is your entire campaign though.
I mean, yeah, I kind of mentioned that at the beginning of the campaign. At around 9 or 10 a.m., you guys are all kind of up. What would you like to do?
Mr. Sam,
Fighting pit.
I have built all my spells around killing people today.
Cool.
So, I would like to proceed into killing people.
I ask Menon for my bedroll back.
Give it to him. I should have started taking drugs a long time ago.
That's what I say. All the time.
Okay.
Cocaine.
So what'd you guys like to do?
Fighting pit.
You're just gonna head right to the fighting pit.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna tip something over.
I missed my chance for a slaughter. I want to kill something now.
I'd like to tip something over.
Do you guys have
before I leave the
rations
room.
you're gonna eat, or
Is there any food downstairs there?
probably?
Yeah, we should probably go eat.
If you want
I
to
would
just
love-
fast track through this, I can just tell you guys how much it's going to cost for the party to have an okay breakfast. Yeah, we'll just go through that. Each of you, for a fine breakfast, go ahead and breakfast. 1 silver. 1 silver each for a good meal.
I would ask if they have eggs.
Done.
Just out of principle
For
for
a
my
silver,
character.
you are able to ask for a specific breakfast, and you can, if you want, you can have a whole fucking plate of eggs.
I have only eggs.
I asked for some fucking eggs and some sausage.
Done.
I try to steal some of his eggs.
No.
Do you actually?
I look at him. And
I will
look
cut your fucking hands off.
Well,
You
not
touch
if you
my
don't
goddamn
notice.
eggs.
I'm not gonna do it without.
Imagine stealth checking someone's eggs off their plate. I am the egg rogue. What do you steal? Eggs from plates.
I look at him. I lick my lips.
Egg.
No.
You've
I-
seen
I-
his vicious taste for eggs, you know.
I look at
That's
him.
up from starving.
I look at his plate. I look at him.
I say no.
And while he's
What?
begging for your eggs, your cat jumps down and starts trying to munch on your eggs.
I let my cat eat them.
Okay, your cat has some of your eggs.
I wipe away a single tear and look away.
There's black fur in the yolk.
I sniffle
Fine,
slightly.
I'll eat it all the same.
I know you will. You don't care about
you're
me.
You're a true cat, man.
I already gave you some eggs before.
I want those eggs.
Well, these are now the cat's eggs.
I may have had eggs before, but I haven't had those eggs.
Right, okay, so you each subtract your silver, and then it's going to be easy enough. You're directed to where the fighting pit is. It is these double doors right here where I'm pinging. So you head that way, and
I knock.
you knock. There's no response.
Knock.
Where?
The door that leads to the fighting pit. I knock.
On
Where-
I'm
where
gonna
is
walk
that door?
past him, look at him, shake my head a little bit, and walk in.
I think we can just go in.
I nod and I follow.
Okay, so you knock, and then you look. You shake your head. You open up the door, and it's a door leading down another cave. So, but this one is a pretty straight path. It's a little early, but actually, by the time you guys finish your dinner, it's maybe around noon or lunch, breakfast, whatever you want to call it, your meal. You head down, and slowly, as you're kind of heading down, you can hear what sounds like cheering, screams. It's kind of muffled off in the distance, and as you approach, you're walking for about 5 minutes. It slowly gets louder and louder until you find yourselves faced with. Actually, give me one moment to put your character tokens down because I've actually not done that yet. But in front, you walk into
Faced
this.
with nothing.
Yeah, you walk through this. You find this very like grandeur, kind of old doorway. Like it's a large, dark wooden doorway. And immediately above you as you walk in, you can kind of, you look around, there's stands and stools all over with people sitting down. There's a large fighting pit, probably
I
about,
was gonna make a JoJo joke if you didn't.
oh my god. There's a large, like 80 by 80 foot fighting pit in front of you. Everything's lit up by massive lanterns. And there appears to be a one-on-one fight going on right now. Why am I having such trouble getting your characters in here?
Because you
There we go.
just aren't good.
Yeah, I'm just not good. So you guys walk in immediately to your left. There's a few people sitting on stools. To your right, the same. There's large like bleachers on either side, and everyone is cheering as two men appear to be fighting to the death. And I'm gonna go ahead and bring you over now.
I'm very tempted to yell, guys, violence is not the answer.
So
Yes, it is.
you guys walk in the middle of a fight, and you watch as there's one man wielding two swords in a ripped up white shirt, and another man with a larger like halberd, and they're going back and forth, taking blows, swinging, until let's see, I'm actually gonna roll here.
You've entered the quadricon.
They're both kind of parrying each other. There's a clang of their weapons hitting, and it looks like dexterity versus strength here, and
Oh boy.
the one that's dexterous, the one with a sword and a dagger. It's two lighter weapons. Eventually gets enough cuts in the other guy that that this one falls to his knees, and immediately, as soon as he does so, the one with the sword and dagger kind of points the sword into his neck and everybody's cheering, yeah, kill him, yeah! And there's a fair amount of people, a couple dozen people in here at least, and the one who's on the ground in black, he drops his halberd, and you see him start to kind of mutter something, and the guy with the sword takes his sword away, drives it into the ground, and kicks him down. It kicks the halberd bearer down, and everybody goes, boo, boo, whatever, boo, and they're kind of like jeering at him for not killing him, and a stout, a very hefty halfling, kind of steps forward, over here, and actually I'll give him. I didn't actually give him a token. I'm sorry. Let me just find a token for him quick, just so you guys can see something.
Find a fat man.
Well, he's a very small fat man.
I'm right here.
He's This is a really gross token, but it's gross enough that it'll be recognizable. So there's that.
God.
Yeah.
That definitely looks like a woman.
Yep, sure is. Very stout, kind of fat halfling man, balding with hair on either side of his head. He steps forward and he says, all right, fight's over. He won. Settle down. We'll have the next fight in a few minutes. And the one with the blades, he is motioned over by the halfling. He goes over, and it seems like he's collecting some sort of reward. And he steps into the bleachers and kind of takes a seat in the corner. The one with the halberd is kind of a couple of like half orcs, it looks like, come over and pick him up underneath each of his armpits and drag him away to another room.
Cheer.
All right, and you cheer. And then Eddie says, everybody calm down for just a moment. We'll have another fight in just a second here. It'll be good. It'll be great.
I'm just imagining Six, like, everything else is complete silence, and Six just going, woo!
So tell me about the walls, or whatever you want to call it, of this square here. Are they like ropes type of scenario, or
There
are they
is
small wooden fence walls? What are we looking at?
It is kind of a mixture. Basically, there's like a short wooden fence kind of fencing the whole thing off, and then above that, there's like a WWE style rope kind of kind of circumventing the entire thing.
And how tall is that?
The rope is probably only about 4 feet up. You could easily climb over it. You just jump in?
I jump it. Yeah.
Okay. You jump in and
He said
people.
the next fight was coming soon, so I want to be prepared.
You guys watch as Six just kind of runs in and jumps in.
I follow.
I'll do it too.
Okay.
Oh, hell yeah.
I can't move my own token.
That's because you're trying to measure distance. Rather, you need to select the objects and tokens. You dingus.
Hey,
Zephyr still high.
Blake.
Yeah.
You.
What?
How high are you?
Yeah.
No, it's
Real
hi.
good.
How are you, officer?
That's what I said
Hey.
the first time, and he didn't get it because he's high off his
Oh,
ass.
you cut off. That's why.
Yeah, you did.
Hey, how you doing?
So,
Mm.
so you
Jason,
guys,
I need to-
you guys
I need to
jump.
visit you.
You can move your tokens
Yeah.
around if you'd like. Position yourself however you'd like. You guys jump into the ring, and people. There's like kind of like some confused muttering from the crowd, and
I make sparks. A lot.
Yeah.
I make 3 sets of sparks.
And the stout halfling kind of steps forward like, whoa. Hey, what's up? Oh, thank you. He goes, whoa, who are you? Whoa, you can't just jump in the ring.
Gotten into the ring.
Okay,
Oh,
Percy's
oh,
not
you
in the
said-
ring.
Oh, I thought this was an organization based on anarchy, which.
Yeah, get out of there. Get out of there. You gotta sign up. Get out of there.
Lame.
Get out.
That's organization.
No one explained this to us. We were.
So
just
you
trying
just
to
jumped
prepare
on
for the
in?
next fight.
Lame.
What are you, a
What I
bunch of
did, sir.
idiots?
Hey!
You're all lame.
Would you like to fight me, sir?
I ain't a fighter. Get out of there. Get
Like
go.
to become
All
one.
right.
You want to fight? You
Fine.
come talk to me first.
We're talking.
Oh, we're talking to you
I'll-
right now.
I go talk to him. Yeah, I'm signing
I-
up. Why not?
I walk forward and go, "Hi, I'm going to talk to you."
Okay. Are all of you just gonna kind of walk to the other end of the ring and talk to him?
Yeah, right
Oh
now.
hell yeah! You bet your ass I'm doing
Okay,
that.
Percy, what are you doing as you see your
I'm
He requested
waiting.
it.
you
I'm
see
on
your
the
party
outside
make
of the
a
ring.
mockery of themselves? You're on the outside just watching.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not a-
I'm not mocking myself.
Okay. You guys walk forward. You're like, we're talking to you now, and he says, "My name's Eddie. This is the pit. Who are you?
Eddie.
Bronze toads.
The Bronze Toads. That's your name. Is that what I'm
Okay,
calling you?
sir.
I need a group name to put down on my documentation
Why do you have documentation?
We
I thought
just
were about
gave
like-
you one. Why did you have
Yes,
to be so
yes.
condescending?
Bronze toads.
Because it's a stupid name, but hey, maybe you win a fight,
Just say-
maybe people start to
You know
like
what else
it.
is a stupid fucking name? Eddie's a stupid fucking name.
Hey, you want to fight? You know what? That's fine. It kind of is a dumb name. He kind of smiles a little bit. He's like, all right, listen here, bronze toads. You want to fight? I'll give you a fight. Anyone else?
Please.
Just you four? All righty. Well,
Oh,
get
we
ready
have
then. Are
four.
you ready now?
We are ready.
Um,
Do this.
We're in the arena.
All
We're
righty.
here already.
That's supposed to have an S at the end of that.
18 bachelors.
Okay, you
to
summon
run
your weapon
from
and
his
armor. And
body.
people kind of you hear some like oh from the crowd as you
I
summon
don't-
your weapon and armor.
I do have one question, Mr. Eddie.
Yeah, that's me.
Who's not in here?
I can kill people, right?
Wait, you don't know the rule? Oh my god, you don't.
No,
know the
I just want to
rules.
make sure you're okay with seeing brutal act. Like me, I'm collecting enough skeletons to make myself a skeleton.
Okay.
What?
Listen, I don't care what the fuck you're doing. There are two rules here. Rule 1: the only ways to win the fight are to kill your opponent, knock him out, or get him to beg and scream for mercy while calling themselves a coward and a weakling. If you get him to do that, you've already won, and you can decide what to do with him then. I don't care if you knock him out, you kill him, you can do whatever the fuck you want in there. But if they start, if they start begging, then it's up to you. A lot of people let him go, and the crowd don't like it. Next rule,
When they
as
beg.
far as
Sounds
combat, for weapons, for spells, for whatever the fuck you want, anything goes. I
That
mean
doesn't really
anything.
seem like a rule.
Well, I call it a rule. It's more like a guideline. How about
Okay.
that?
So I can punch you right now?
Hey, you could, but my friends wouldn't like it very much.
Oh.
He kind of gestures behind him to the two half-orcs, kind of like bigger guys who are kind of standing with their arms crossed back toward the back here where I'm pinging under the lantern.
Okay.
Where Eddie originally
right.
was. He says you can, but you're gonna have to fight them then. Listen, all right, bronze toads. You ready for a fight? Because I can give
Yes,
you a
sir.
fight right now.
Yes.
Let's
Hell
do it.
yeah.
Fuck
Hell
it.
the fuck yeah.
All right. So we got the Bronze Toads, everyone. The Bronze Toads versus the Slaughterers. The Slaughterers and the Bronze Toads. We're pushing the main event forward to now. I'm taking bets. 9-2. 9-2 on the Slaughterers.
Are we allowed to bet on ourselves?
Sure. I don't fucking care.
Down.
Yeah, contradictory.
Spend my 4 fucking gold on myself.
I put 10 gold on myself.
All right. So you got
All the gold I
4
got.
gold.
If
Sam,
they're all fighting, then Percy's
10
gonna hop
gold.
in.
10
What?
gold. Zelfer. Percy,
put
you
down
hop in
100.
as well.
Yeah.
Check.
I'll bet
See.
9 gold on me, because that's all I've got.
10 gold. Percy.
I'll put down
5 on me.
100
I think it's a team fight, isn't it?
100 gold.
On the bronze toads.
for
All
the
right.
win.
You guys want this as a pool or individual?
A pool, actually.
Want to pool your gold together? I can do that.
Yeah.
Because I'm going to be keeping it all anyway. You ain't going to live through this fight. All right.
I crack my neck, and I start to have a little bit of fire on my. I look at Sam.
Can we get Percy's token in with us?
If Percy decides to jump in.
I
I
said
thought
I did.
He
Well,
literally
you
just
could-
said that he did.
Okay, he can move it. Let's see.
I
Wrong.
look at Percy and I look at Six and Sam and go, "Can I have the first?" I say, "Stay a little bit away from at least a few of them."
Oh, there's a lot of rum in that. Sorry. Go ahead.
Oh,
Jeez.
what? Does my sexy figure turn you on?
No, I think he
Yeah,
made a mixed drink and there's too much rum.
It
That's
was about 10% lemonade, apparently, and 90% rum.
All right.
Good enough. I'll finish it.
disgusting.
He's gonna be slammed at the end of this.
Yeah, I've been sipping on a 3-shot old fashioned this whole time, so.
I have a strange tolerance with my body.
Right. So Eddie tells you guys, you take your bets, you totally do it. If you win, you get to keep all the gold in the pot. You lose all of it. Makes sense. Okay, you guys pick a corner, any corner you want. That's where you get to start.
We each pick a different corner.
No, the whole group. And then he sees Percy jumping. He's like, whoa, 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 whoa! Are there 5 of you or 4 of you?
There's
Oh,
5 of
nice.
us.
I'm with them.
He walks up. Okay. All right.
There are 6, but one of us is invisible. I say, winking.
Make a deception check.
Don't
Alright.
do this.
I'm doing it.
Jason, I love you, but goddamn.
Come on. Here we go. Come on. 4 stats. No skills. Boom.
Okay. He looks kind of terrified for a moment. He's like, okay. The 6 here, the Bronze Toads. Okay. I got 1-to-1 odds. Bronze Toads versus the Slaughterers. Taking all bets. Come on, bring it in. And you see people kind of.
What corner are we going? What corner are we going to?
I mean,
I'm partial to
we're-
this
we're gonna
corner.
Die 4. Oh, okay, that's fine.
No. The top left is 1, and then 2.
That you
It was
guys.
fate.
There was still.
You
there we
all get 1 corner.
Yeah, 2.
Like not. You can't go to whatever
Like
corner you want.
Percy,
The
you
group
can't be
gets 1
alone.
corner. The
Nope,
group
I
gets
go.
a
Yeah,
corner.
no, I get it.
I'm in the middle.
Got it.
Fuck
The
it.
group is in
Wait,
the right corner.
Okay.
Top right
hold,
corner.
hold it. What's considered a corner? Like, if he was to like take this quarter of the map, could he just be in? Like, if he was. Like, here?
I can't
Is
believe
that
I have
fair?
to spell this out for you. Okay, fine.
I need to know because I
Fuck it. I'm gonna stack up the frogs.
That's technically a corner of the map.
Can we get Menon over here? Menon,
There you go. There's your corner.
Yeah.
Oh, you fucker.
can you get over here?
I'm always cool to stand by someone who's a lot bigger and stronger than me. In Percy's
wonder-
easier on the eyes, but
I will
Well, I
tell you
mean,
right now.
you can't
after
really
that
see.
whole
Can
Yeah,
all of you
vomity-
choose where you're gonna be in that corner?
Yeah, right here.
Oh, I'm just. out
6
of
and
the
men
corner
and
of
have
this.
yeah.
My bad.
That
Sorry,
whole
sorry.
vomity, kissy, mouth sucking scene last night is a really big turnoff for Percy.
Menon,
yeah,
would you like to choose
while
where you're gonna
murdering
be?
innocent kobolds was
Actually,
a really big turn off
I
for
can
me.
take a big old guess where Menon's gonna be. Probably there.
In the middle.
Probably behind everyone else.
Oh hell yeah!
Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, never mind.
Like
Okay.
I won't let you die, but above everything else, I won't let myself die.
All right. So you guys take your corner. Some
Uh,
people.
Real quick. I take Shara and I hand her to Menon. I tell her, you better keep my cat alive.
I'd be far better at that than I would be.
Menon, make an anal handling check.
An anal handle.
Anal handling. Make an anal handling check. You're gonna shove your hand up the cat's ass.
Puppet.
Yep, you're gonna puppet the cat.
The cat says, "Oh hey, how's it going, guys?"
I'm Shara the cat.
I did. There we. Oh.
So you push the cat toward Menon. You're like, keep her alive, and the cat immediately like, meow.
No? Okay, I guess you're just gonna fight with me, kitty.
Probably best. Probably best.
Alright, calm down. I stuff her back in my fucking shoulder plates.
And she kind of like you can hear her muffled like.
Yep, you'll be fine.
Okay.
You know what? I respect her. I respect your cat.
Okay. You guys are there for a minute. You watch as a bunch of people kind of move toward the back over here where Eddie is, and there's a bunch of exchanging of coins and such. And I'm actually going to roll for that now. Give me one moment.
Do 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 do.
Alphabet soup. Alphabet soup. Monkeys and rabbits loop the loop.
Okay.
Tastes like my toes.
That's
and
animal
I-
crackers.
Oh,
Animal crackers in my soup.
And he says, you guys have been
Animals.
waiting for a minute in there, and Eddie kind of steps back up and says, all right, it's time for the main event. Everybody sit down, God, come on.
I sit down.
Zelfer, you sit down.
I,
Yeah, sit down.
I look at him.
He looks at you, not you.
I stand back up.
And he says,
And I kind of look a little shocked, like, why would you yell at me?
tonight, in that corner over there, we got the Bronze Toads. Don't let them deceive you. There's 6 of them, apparently.
I like that, apparently.
And
You
there's
know,
kind of like a...
if we theoretically, if we do end up losing, they're not gonna know if we actually lost or not.
I'm gonna
True.
give
Cannot
the
have the
air.
6th one.
the air like a little elbow nudge. And
Oh, it's like the Mighty Nine. Like, there are 9 of us. There's just 6 of us right now.
Oh my god.
Bullshit.
Man,
What's going on?
I'm gonna say I'm not gonna make you roll. You kind of like nudge the air and kind of like you give it a little performance. Like actually, no, go ahead. Do make a performance check.
Will you take performance?
Okay. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, how dare you make a performance check?
Oh, how dare she fail a performance check because that's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Okay.
What?
Do you have a +9?
You have she has a +10 to performance. How?
That with
Who gave that
expertise,
to me,
I
dude?
don't doubt it.
Holy
That's amazing.
fuck!
You gave that to me, remember?
Wait. Wait, why do
We
you?
actually discussed this.
No, okay, but why do you? Wait. I'm so
If
confused.
you want to change it,
No,
go
no, I'm
for
just
it.
really confused looking at your skills now. Why do you have? Okay, no, it's fine. Okay, wait.
Oh, she's cheating. She's cheating.
She's literally proficient in every skill.
It's the jack of all trades feat.
Ah.
It's different levels of proficiency.
Right, but like literally every single skill has a proficiency on it.
I
That's
don't
what
remember doing that for my bard.
That's what Jack of all trades does?
Jack of all trades is a feat. It's a fucking crazy one.
That's ridiculous.
Anything that you're bad at, you're like okay or good at, and anything you're already good at,
That's
you're
broken
a
as
fucking
fuck.
God at.
All right. That's
Being a bard, baby.
being a fucking bard. Yeah, I guess so. Okay, so she kind of nudges the air and then like acts like she's being pushed away and like, you know, it pretends to have a little banter with this invisible
like,
person.
Rub my arm.
Yeah.
Like,
Even you guys are starting to wonder, wait, do we have a 6th person? like it was a good show. and
I look at her, I count on my fingers, point at everyone. Just go, huh.
right.
Bro, you're the smartest stupid person I know.
And after Eddie finishes introducing you, he says, "All right, and now for the reigning champs, other than you know who, the Slaughterers!" And the whole crowd starts to cheer even louder, like, "Yeah, Slaughterers, Slaughterers!" As these 2 black-robed
real
individuals
edgy
step
name.
up. Yep, real edgy as fuck.
Size ready.
And
2 of them?
Yep, 2 of them walk up from the stands, kind of in little, just like effortless hops, hop over the rope and get on the other corner from you guys.
They're cute.
And they take their places.
Are they
Hey,
cute?
I shout. My friend thinks you're cute.
I point at the one I point at this one, and as loud as possible. I'm gonna take his left wrist and his right ankle.
Both of
Six is going to shout out. We don't have to kill them, guys. Remember.
I'm still going to.
I mean, we don't have to though. Just keep that in mind. I guess is
You know you
all I
can't
can
stop
ask.
him, right?
Yeah, there's no point, Six.
Six sighs heavily.
I go to whisper to him. The best you can do is kill him fast, so that Zelfer can't torture them.
Because
That actually seems to have an effect on Six. Yeah. Okay. Good call.
X is now surprisingly the purest one in the party.
Okay. You can see across from the ring, 60 to 80 feet away. These 2 are just standing stoically, staring you guys down.
I still point at fucking Zelfer. He thinks you're not Zelfer. Fucking Six. He thinks you're cute.
Are they human?
They are completely covered. They look humanoid for sure. They look about average human height.
I look
Do they
towards
have
Eddie.
weapons?
I look towards Eddie. No rules, right?
No rules.
I fireball instantly.
Congratulations, they're both immune to fire. You now have healed them.
Do I see weapons? Just real quick before there's a firebolt involved here.
Each of them has 2 short swords and a light crossbow.
Okay, thank you.
You're gonna fire a fireball right away.
I'm starting with a fireball.
Okay.
I specifically asked for rules, and I throw a fireball.
Here's what's gonna happen though. You raise your hand, you start to see, you guys see fire emanating from Zelfer's hand, and as you're doing this, and he goes, I haven't started the fight yet. Hey, no, the fight hasn't started.
I smack his hand back down.
I should have asked if there were rules.
There are no rules once a fight starts, you nitwit.
Have been more specific.
You should have been more not dumb. Shut up.
Oh,
I raise my hand and go, no rules means the fight starts when the first attack is thrown.
You know what? Slaughter us. Go for it. And I need you all to roll initiative.
Fucker.
Woo! Here we go, baby.
I sigh. That's a 6. I would like to point out, not that it makes any sort of difference.
Oh, I attempted to use an invalid token.
How?
Yeah, so
my
did
God,
I,
me
even though I
too.
literally hovered up.
Apparently me too.
What the fuck?
Almost
Holden,
like
can you change
just
mine to 6
getting
so it makes me feel
fucking
like a slightly
garbage.
bigger person?
Sure.
Did that work?
Yes.
Yeah, that worked.
All right,
Let's
then I just
see
need
if it'll
Menon.
actually
Menon,
work.
do you want me to roll for you? Do you want me to add? Oh wait, no. There it is. 13.
I got it.
Okay. Then
You
these
just
guys.
wouldn't do it the first time.
Let's see. Add. This one. Bop. And bop. Okay.
The twinkle water.
Okay. Zelfer and Percival, you guys get to decide who goes first.
I'll let Crazy Boy go first.
Okay. Boy is going first. And Menon, I'm gonna have you roll a dex check for me.
Got it.
Just a straight dex. Menon? Oh, there
I
we go.
know, it
Okay.
was-
Let's see. Okay, yep, so you're going to be going before him. Here we go. All right. So the round's going to kick off with one of them immediately dashing toward you guys. And with ridiculous speed 6, he runs right into your face. Short swords drawn.
Okay.
He sprints across and he's right in you.
He just says, okay.
He says, okay. He used his dash action, so that's going to bring us to Zelfer.
Well, now that they're far apart, it doesn't bring much of a use for me. So I'm going to I'll go step to there,
Okay.
pull out my right hand, and I'm going to aim. I'm going to use.
Your right hand.
I'm going to cast the Scorching Ray. 2 on him, 1 on him.
Roll him.
1,
Yes.
2, 3.
Okay.
Oh,
I think he's working. I'll call him. Okay.
I am working. You're right.
Sure is. Okay.
Okay. I'll see if
Okay.
I can get a hold of him. Okay.
Okay.
You're welcome. Okay. Bye bye.
Hello.
Okay, so Zelfer, you raise your hand and a scorching ray emanates from your palm, and you launch 2 scorching rays directly into the ninja who sprinted right at 6. And
Ninja?
And they poof, poof, they look like ninjas is the best way I can describe them. They're not technically called ninjas. But they hit left shoulder, right shoulder, and he falls back a little bit and then looks directly at you. You did deal that damage. Let me throw that in there. Okay. And then the third one, you point your hand over at the other corner, and it's 80 feet away, and so this guy's easily able to just kind of sidestep it, and it nearly hits one of the people watching. They're all screaming, and one of your scorching rays goes wide and hits the wall behind him, and a couple people had to dive out of the way in the crowd, and everyone's like, yeah, bronze toads. Okay. Anything else?
Yay!
Blake?
Guess not.
Guess not.
No,
All right.
that's it.
Percival.
That's it.
Bam, bam, bam.
Bam, bam, bam.
Womps.
Hit him with the womps.
Your mom called and was very worried about
Actually?
you. She's been trying to call you. That's all I was.
My feet. Right.
Okay.
What about
All
them?
right, man.
Hold on.
Cool. I just wanted to make sure you weren't dead. All right.
Apparently I haven't
Sounds
seen
good.
it. Oh, here it is. Yeah, never mind. I'm in a whomp twice.
I'm back. I don't know what I missed.
Whomp,
You didn't mute your mic. There's
Damn!
that. Okay.
Scorching ray.
Whomp, whoa! Whomp, whomp. Okay. Well, the first one does hit.
I literally just walk up and I look him dead in the eyes and I shrug and then I crash it down.
You want to describe that again, but not cut out.
Yeah, hold on, let me just fix my internet connection.
boop, done. You did it.
Okay. I'm gonna walk up, look at him,
Yeah.
shrug, and then pull my blade out of the air and just fucking thwomp him.
Okay, you pull your blade out of there, you fucking thwomp him. He didn't see you caught him off guard because you pulled the blade out of the air, and you slice across his chest, and he jumps back for the second one. As you try to bring it back up, he jumps back, and he narrows his eyes at you this time. That's a hefty bit of damage, bud.
Oh, that's a lot of damage.
That's a lot of damage, bud. Menon, it's your turn.
That's a lot
I'm
of
gonna say
damage.
right now, though, every single attack I make will be for non-lethal.
Okay. Good to know.
I am not following that same.
Menon, what would you like to do?
We could all kind of figure by the whole I'm gonna kill everything.
Uh-huh.
Inspiration, a thing I can do yet.
Bardic inspiration? Don't you always have that?
Yeah.
Just for being a bard?
To be the
Never
first
been
thing.
a bard before, man.
No,
Oh,
like for level
but like
1.
yeah, I'm pretty sure bards get that at level 1.
Yeah, it's the thing that makes bards bardy.
I would.
I like
Yeah.
the bardy.
Oh. It's just wrong.
Make me do something for it or no?
Bardic inspiration just happens, I think.
Oh, I mean like
What is it?
in roleplay. Are you gonna make me do anything for it?
Only if you
gotta
want.
take your top off. You gotta take your top off.
Single.
Flash the party my
if,
tits.
If you don't wanna,
I
if you
mean-
don't wanna actually describe anything you do for bardic inspiration, I will.
I'm inspired.
Go for it.
I'd be
I'm
pretty
totally-
fucking
you can
inspired.
You can come up with way more fun things than I can, Holden.
No,
Go
no, no.
for it.
No,
You
flash
have
your
to-
tits, and everyone's inspired.
Sing us a jingle.
Hey, what? If I don't like Holden's suggestion, I'll just flash my tits.
Okay. Menon calls out to you guys. Hey guys, if we win this fight, I'll show you all my tits.
Way better. That's way better. Yeah.
Okay, but I believe it is a single target.
Deal.
I believe it is a
Person
single
laughs
target.
and goes, been there, done that. They're nice.
So who are you giving your bardic inspiration to?
When did I show you?
The shower house. Everybody saw your tits.
Except for me.
You know what? I'm gonna give it to that I feel like probably needs it most, Selfer.
What is
Even
bardic
though, you know,
inspiration? 'Cause I don't know if it'll be even useful.
It gives you like a
You gain
+2.
a d6 one. Yeah, it's a d6 on that you can use on any attack roll or saving throw. Oh wait, no. Let's see.
Alright.
Within the next 10 minutes, the creature can roll the die and add the number rolled to one ability check, attack roll, or saving throw it makes.
Okay.
And you can wait till after the d20 roll to see if you want to add the d6. That is allowed.
Nice.
So,
Sounds
Menon, you look over at Zelfer, seeing how anxious he was, like with that fireball. You're like, you figure he can do some damage. So you look at him, and you say, "If we win this, I'll show you my tits."
He
Doesn't
looks
care.
very confused, but gives a thumbs up.
You have a bardic inspiration die now. Okay.
Because he honestly doesn't
I would tell
understand the appeal.
I would tell him if you help us win this, and I'll go with you, buy you like a bauble or some shit.
I'm not fucking Wander.
I know. I'd say, hey, if you help us win this, I'll get you teeth.
There it is.
He kind of looks at her. He looks at her and goes, he shrugs and gives her a thumbs up.
Hey,
So it's a weird thing. He doesn't exactly know how to respond.
That's a first.
No one's ever been supportive.
Okay. Anything else, Menon?
is that not an action?
That is a bonus action.
That's right. I'm gonna fire my crossbow at the
Back
one
of
right in
Six's
front of
head.
Percy.
Okay.
There we go, right in the back of Six's head.
Okay. Go ahead and roll the hit.
Fucking slow.
Get wham.
Okay. So you're launching at that guy. You pull out your crossbow and you launch one, and it kind of Six, Sam, and Percival. You all hear this kind of as it launches by your heads, and Percival, you watch as the this guy in front of you who's staring you down, ready to attack, without even looking, kind of just ducks his head as the bolt crosses over him, staring directly at you the whole time.
He caught it, and I was like, oh shit. He's
Ah, shit, here we go.
Turn off your dodge attacks, mate.
Yeah.
You cheeky cunt.
Okay.
Cunt.
And we're gonna bring it. So that's gonna bring us to the other
Oh
one,
yeah, you cheeky coat.
who's also gonna use his dash.
Australian, you say cheeky. If you were going for Australian, it's cheeky cunt.
This one also uses his dash to run right up to Percival now, who seems to be on the front lines. That is action and movement. So it's gonna bring us to 6.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Okay.
Sorry, I got pizza
Okay.
crust
All
in my
right.
mouth.
Okay.
My apologies. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to look at this guy here, and I'm going to go ahead and fire off a random attack. Random just because I put all my body parts in here, so it's going to be foot.
It's
Wait.
you throw your foot at him.
You take your foot
Ah!
off.
Okay.
Oh, that wasn't very good. All right, well then I'll just go ahead and do the whole gamut. So we'll do 1 and 2 and a 3.
Well, you get 4.
Do any of those hit?
Did you spend a key?
I do. I spent a key.
You
I
spent
did
a key
a flurry of blows.
How many key points do you have total for a long rest?
Is 1 per level, so I have 6.
So you have 6. So you spent 1, you have 5. Okay, good to know. Just keep in check. Okay. So you run up to the one immediately in front of you. You're actually within range, so you don't actually you move up and you're like, all right. You go to kick him just to kind of test him, and he immediately just moves out of the way. And you're like, okay. So you go to headbutt him, and he very easily, he kind of like seems to be mocking you. He like kind of pushes your head away as you do so. You're like, all right, fuck you. And so as he's pushing your head away, you surprisingly bash your shoulder into him, and then your right shoulder where he pushed you away, and then as you bash him in the head with your head, you bring up your left hook and hit him in the chin. So you are going to deal that 16 bludgeoning damage.
Yes.
And he's looking a little beat up. He seems kind of surprised. You see all you can see through like the slit of his cloth garbs are his eyes, and they seem to kind of widen for a moment and look angry.
I smile. It's real nice.
Okay. Sam.
Yeah. Very charming.
Okay, I'm gonna move. If I move here, do I get advantage? Duty dude.
Technically, no.
Okay, I'll move here. Is that still technically no?
You
Oh, wait, here.
you would technically be flanking, yeah.
I'm just gonna slashy slash.
Okay, so while this one's distracted by 6, you get behind him. Go ahead and slashy slash.
1 slashy, 2 slashy.
Jesus Christ, you roll so well with that thing, it's insane. Okay.
Oh, isn't it fucking bonus thingy advantage? Is that second one actually a
Yeah,
crit?
so it is actually a crit. So you get behind him and you just start ripping into him with your sword, and it feels good to be back with your sword. You slice across his back, leaving deep gashes. He is very bloodied.
Necrotic too.
Yeah.
How much is that? Is necrotic? What's that one? 4? 4 necrotic? Or no? Yeah, 4 necrotic.
For the purposes of this fight, I do not need to know. I do not need to differentiate them. Okay. And that's going to bring us, let's see. That's going to bring us to the guy you just slashed across the back. So he's going to turn around, and actually at the same time, the other one is going to turn around. And he's going to try with both of the short swords, he's going to take a few licks at you.
I look at the other one, I go, you wait your fucking turn.
Well, they're both just looking at it. The other one isn't attacking you. But he seems to kind of move to try to distract you. Let's see. The first one is going to be... He gets 3 swings with his short sword. 21 to hit.
Yep.
19 to hit.
Yep.
17 to hit.
Nope.
Is your AC 18 now?
It's 19 now.
19? Oh, because you have your... You don't have your shield. What?
Yeah, I have my shield.
You don't have your shield. Oh, you
Why
have
wouldn't I
a
have my
shield.
shield?
I'm sorry. You
Yeah.
have
Said
a
it in
shield.
chat. A shield.
You have a shield. That's right. It still gives you your +2. That's correct. So your AC is 19. So 2 of those hit. That's okay. I was confused because we have a whole thing about you having your shield. It's like, you haven't gotten that. Oh, wait. I gave you a shield. Okay.
Yeah, just some random fucking fill-in crap.
Okay. Let's see. So with those 2 hits from the 2 slashes. I'm sorry. From the 2 slashes, you're only going to take 7 slashing damage. But then you feel where he slashed you across your shoulder and arm. You feel it start to pulsate, and you're going to take 26 poison damage.
Oh, what the fuck?
Oh, I'm sorry. That was only for one of them.
What?
Ah,
What's happening?
we may have miscalculated.
Think?
Another 14 poison damage on top of that. So you see, you feel like he slices through your arm and across your shoulder a little bit, and you're like, oh, that wasn't too bad. And then you start to feel it kind of pulsate, and your arm goes almost limp. You can still use it, but like it's searing pain. What's your health? Yeah, it's bad.
I'm dead next fucking hit.
Zelfer, you watch Sam kind of
guarantee.
shout out like, ah, as he's in an incredible amount of pain. What are you gonna do?
Which one guy hurts more? Looks hurt.
The one that just sliced across Sam looks a lot more hurt.
Okay, I am gonna cast Magic Missile at 3rd level,
Okay.
which is gonna do 5 Magic Missiles. So instead of just casting a spell 5 times, hold, I'm just gonna roll 5d5s plus 5.
Yep.
5d4 plus 5 for a total of 20 damage.
20 damage.
Not
Ooh,
bad.
And I
okay.
take a step back, hold up I tap my steps, and 5 wisps of black. I go, ah! And just whip all 5 of them at him.
Yep. And now as his attention is on Sam, it's even easier for you to just poof, 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 each one hitting him in the back, and he kind of lurches forward a bit, seemingly trying to keep his attention on Sam. Anything else?
I tap my nose and go, bet you can't catch me, fucker. I'm casting Expeditious Retreat because it's a bonus action.
God, I love you. I love you, Zelfer. I love you so much.
Okay.
I am going to run 10, 20, 30. Because I can't use the ability of it yet. So.
Yep. Okay.
And I'm screaming and sticking my tongue out at him. Run.
Okay. Good to know. Okay, that is going to bring us to Percival. You saw Sam get only lightly grazed with a blade, but then scream out in searing pain.
Yeah. I'm going to look the guy who looks pretty bloodied right in the eye
Mm-hmm.
and say, I want one of those swords. And then whomp him twice again.
Womp womp.
Womp.
Kill him.
He's killing.
Aiming for non-lethal.
Knock him unconscious.
Well, yeah.
Get him to not kill us.
Womp womp. Okay. You say, I want one of those swords. Revealing that you're about to attack, so he turns around, and as you womp womp, he parries both of your strikes.
Rip.
Yep, indeed.
Was that not advantage?
It was not. He was not flanking with anybody, technically.
That's true.
Uh,
Motherfucker.
Alright.
Okay. Okay. Menon.
Alright, let's see, 5, 10, 15, yeah, I can reach. So, I'm gonna run up to Sam and cast Cure Wounds.
Show me where you're running.
Let's see, so I would try and go, here, I'm gonna use the draw. I go, like, through other characters?
Allies are not considered difficult terrain, so yes, you can.
Okay, 5, 10, 15, 20, 30.
You can't enter his space, so are you gonna end here?
Eh.
Okay.
I was just counting, making sure that was, poo brain.
Okay. So you can get there. You can use that path and get there. And you're gonna cast Cure Wounds?
Just didn't want to get too close to these motherfuckers.
Here's the thing. You did technically enter and leave his range, so you are going to have to take an opportunity attack with that path.
Tried not to.
That's not what you wanted.
That was not Cure Wounds. Nor do I believe it is a
What?
DC 0 strength check.
Nor do I believe anyone is a Brax.
What?
Braxton was the gayest guy.
Okay, so Sam, she does get behind you and heal you for 10, but she did technically, with that path, you are taking an opportunity attack, but it's luckily only a 14 to hit. I assume that doesn't hit you, right?
For menace?
Class is 13.
Oh no! Okay, so you do manage to get around and heal Sam for 10 points. That's good. Let's see. So that's gonna be.
And Menon's dead.
That's only 5 slashing.
That's not the problem, though.
No.
Yeah, I'm just trying to make you feel better. Oh no. And 28 poison. So that's 33 damage total.
I'm not doing well.
Okay, but you're up?
I'm at 12 hit points, so I'm looking real bad, but I'm still up.
Okay. Yeah, so you take a nasty... It's not even nasty slice. He just catches you as you're kind of moving through Six's range, and he gets you just on the calf. You barely even notice that he scratched you. It's just like a little oof, and you keep running, and you get around to Sam, and you do manage to get behind him and heal him, and then you feel it pulsating through your ankle and moving up your leg. This, like, searing pain.
Could I have seen this?
You would have seen it.
Can I throw her behind me?
I'll allow it.
I grab her arm and I fucking yank her behind me.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I'll allow that.
Oh.
Okay. That is going to bring us to this guy.
Big ouch.
Who is... Oh, boy. Who would he be attacking right now? Right now, his buddy has... Actually, does anybody speak Thieves' Cant?
I don't have Thieves'
I
Cant.
believe only
God,
rogues
I wish. That'd be so
Only
great.
rogues can.
Okay, so you guys kind of hear him mutter, and the other
Word speak.
nods, and they move back toward.
Rouges.
They move back toward you, Sam. Seeing as you've done the most damage,
Jason, why do you always have to come
he's gonna
towards
take
me?
3 swipes at you.
I didn't do anything.
And I'm gonna die.
First one's a nat 20.
I'm dead.
I'm just gonna roll the
That
damage
might
on
actually kill me.
Yeah, it is. I'm just gonna tell you right now, it's well over 21 damage. It's not gonna kill you. That doesn't happen in 5e.
Yeah, it does.
Does
If it's twice your
Max HP.
Is that a 5e rule?
If you go negative of your max HP, you die instantly.
I've never heard of that rule, but I believe you guys. Okay, let's see. Then I'll calculate the exact damage for you.
Yo, rip some mail.
Well, is he gonna hit him all 3 times after he goes unconscious from the attack?
Sammy
Probably.
Mayo.
Because if he hits you on the ground and you're unconscious, it counts as two failures. A second hit would kill you.
That's 32 damage total, including slashing and poison. So that's not gonna kill you, but you're down. And we'll get to that shortly. So that's only 1 swipe, however. So he redirects his attention to you, Percival. Turns around.
To who?
Bro.
Percival.
Ah.
Bro.
I almost want to show the camera because I feel bad, but that's another nat 20. I'm not. I swear I'm not making this up. And then the 14. Does the 14 hit you?
14 does not.
Okay, so only the nat
Thank
20.
God.
That's still bad.
Wait.
I'm sorry?
Hold on. D&D Beyond is taking fucking eons to load. Buddy, just load my page, my guy.
Your AC.
No, I was gonna say I didn't because of the nat 20, but as soon as he would have redirected, I would have shielded, but I didn't say it, so it can't happen.
You would have shielded.
I would have used shield as a reaction.
Shield is always a reaction. You can still do that even after you learn you've been hit.
Oh, okay, then yeah, I'll do that.
Okay,
Which
but that's
makes
not
my
gonna
DC 18.
Which the nat 20 is still gonna hit.
I know, but the second one won't.
Okay, so here's what's gonna happen. You're gonna take 10 slashing,
Oh no.
19 poison.
That's some pussy shit.
That's some real low damage doubled.
Roll again.
Yeah.
Roll again, Holden.
I would like to. Okay, you're still
I
up
demand a
after
recount.
that, so that's 29 damage total.
Yeah.
Okay, you're still up, and then you feel the searing pain from the poison, and he goes to strike you a second time, but you cast shield just in the nick of time, and there's like a tsing as his shield bounces off of the magical aura that you summon at your wrist. And that is going to be his turn. 6, it's your turn.
Alrighty.
Actually, hold on a second. I'm gonna check. Oh, go ahead. I can't do anything.
Right.
Sure.
You used your reaction.
Okay. Here's what's gonna happen. I am going to.
Eat his ass. Just devour.
I'm not gonna eat any ass.
Damn.
First thing I'm gonna do.
What
well,
do
no,
we
I'm
pay you for?
I'm just gonna. Do you pay me to eat ass? Is that a thing I can do?
Whose ass?
50 gold today by
Just-
punching.
Well, I mean, I guess. All right. Anyway.
I'd pay you to eat Holden's ass.
I think we all would.
Here we go.
Yeah, who wouldn't?
1,
Okay. Against
2,
who? I'm sorry.
2.
The one that you're
the
the only one you.
attack.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry, you didn't move. My bad.
Not a problem. Sorry. I'm just gonna just attack that guy. So I got 2 fists.
Okay.
An elbow. I'm using another
Key point. Good.
by the way.
Good call.
And finally a headbutt there. Oh.
Okay.
What a waste of a key point.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Okay, so while he's distracted attacking Percival, or at least distracting, working to help, you turn around and you're like, "Hey, buddy!" He quickly like looks over at you and you left, right, 2 fists right into his face, kind of knocking him back a little bit for 11 damage. Let's see, and then he kind of looks. He looks kind of woozy. I'm just gonna say, because he used the key point, you have just enough energy as he's kind of falling back. You hit him with an elbow and then headbutt him to the ground, and he falls unconscious on the ground with your headbutt.
Oh, sweet.
Even though it didn't technically
Fabulous.
hit, but just
Okay.
for the sake of yeah.
I like it.
So
okay.
you
I'm
left,
good.
right, headbutt, and he's on the ground.
Can I reach down and grab one of his swords?
And not on
Hey,
maybe when it's your
actually-
turn.
No, I wanted the wood now.
If I use, let's see, if I use Flurry of Blows, I can. Actually, what am I looking at? I guess I'm done. Sorry,
Okay.
Go ahead.
Then Sam, make your first death saving throw.
There it is. Shit. That's all right. Go ahead. Can I? Sorry. Can I throw in real quick and stunning strike? When you hit with a melee attack, you can use 1 key point to make the target stunned until the next.
When you hit with what?
With a melee weapon attack, you can spend 1 key point to make the target stunned
Your target's knocked out.
until the. Oh. Sorry,
Yeah, he's
I'm
unconscious.
drunk. I had too much rum. Just go without me. I mean, it's fine. I'm here. Just next turn. I attacked,
Okay.
right? I'm good. Yeah.
Okay.
No, I'm fine. I'm still here. I attacked. But good. I'm not,
When you ask yourself if you're good, I'm good. Yeah, I think so.
Man, I aspire to be as drunk as you are.
That's a fail.
No, 10 or higher is a
Oh.
success.
Is it?
Okay.
Yeah, so that's 1 success on your death saving throws. It's slightly skewed in favor of you not dying, so yeah, 10 is a success.
I wonder why it would be that way.
Yeah.
It's not gonna save me.
Well, this one's knocked unconscious, so then it's gonna go to Zelfer.
I want a death saving throw.
He's still alive. I'm gonna hope this works. I'm gonna point at this guy, and for the first time ever, cast Witch Bolt.
Okay. And that's a nat 20.
So I point at him, and this cackling blue energy races around my hand, and just I tighten my grip, and it slams into him.
It sure does. Okay. For 17 damage, that's a good hit.
Is not having children.
Okay.
I'm gonna move 20. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna move to here. I believe. No, I move closer. I don't want to move out of that 30-foot range. Yeah. Oh. I'll be here.
Okay.
Vibrating because I'm not moving as much as I could.
Yeah. Percival, what you doing?
So is poison damage gonna tick on me this turn?
No. So far, no. I'm just gonna tell you no.
Oh, okay. Damn. Oh wait, that's a reaction too. I didn't realize I had this many reactions. Shit, I could have done 2 things last turn. All right. So basically, I see this guy, and I'm gonna womp him, because that's what I do.
Yeah, you hit him with the double womp. Hit him with the womp womp.
Womp him like the fucking
Lump and
strength,
dump him.
like the fucking strength game at a carnival.
Okay.
Jesus.
Both of those are gonna hit, not for a lot of damage, but seeing your buddy go down, you hit him with a womp womp across the
Hit him with
chest,
that
and
womp,
tearing his clothes apart a little bit. Okay.
Hit him with the womp
Menon?
womp.
I'm immediately gonna try and heal Sam.
Okay.
And they're taking forever to load.
I look at the announcer guy and I said, "Imagine us losing."
You know what? I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna do, and then would you mind doing it for me because my computer hates roll 20.
Do it.
And whites.
I'm casting See, I'm casting Cure Wounds at 3rd level.
Okay.
Jeez.
You don't have that set up, so what we're gonna do?
Fucking damn it!
What we'll do then?
I'm so shit at setting this shit up.
Just
sorry.
roll 3d8 plus 4, please. But make sure you do mark off that spell slot.
Oh yeah, totally.
I'm real happy right now.
Because you're stoned.
No, I'm fine.
Not you.
Okay. Sam, you wake up. You're prone, but you heal for 22 damage.
That's half my health.
Oh, thank fuck.
Okay, you got that spell slot marked off. Anything else, Menon? Okay.
Hey, Menon. Hey,
Okay,
Eden.
then it's going to be the next guy's turn. Oh, okay, she's moving apparently.
Eden, are you okay?
Eden?
Eden,
Hello?
we can't hear you.
Okay.
Jason, you are fucking drunk.
No, I'm not.
Okay.
I am not.
So, Sam, you do wake up to Menon healing you. It's going to be this
I
guy's
did not hit
turn, though. Percival, you're going to get an opportunity attack as he dashes toward Menon, seeing that she's healing somebody.
Sweet. I will take it and whomp him.
Go ahead for the womp.
Oh, down goes
Bitch, I
Eden.
will. Okay. Fucking website is not working.
I've literally never had a problem with this website. Every single one of my
Yeah, me
players.
neither.
Yeah. It's like,
I've clicked it like there we go.
Oh, okay. So that first
Oh,
womp in
yeah,
8.
so you click
Yeah.
twice.
So
Fuck.
he darts away from you. You try to womp at him, but it doesn't quite reach. He is able to dart away from you. He's going to start slicing at Menon. Menon, that's a 19 to hit.
She just like
I wanted to move away so I don't die. Oh, okay, that changes things a lot. I don't. What are you? Why are you not speaking in Discord?
Yeah, we can't hear you if you're talking.
Okay, well you have 30 feet of movement. Topping. Okay, well you have 30 feet of movement. Go ahead. I guess we'll roll it back a bit. Okay. So that's where you move to. Let me just
Ugh.
double check something. Okay. That actually doesn't change anything. He's still. He's actually kind of does. Seeing you run away, he's first going to strike back at Sam. Then.
Hello?
God damn it.
Hello.
fucking serious.
Welcome back. So Menon, since you run away, Sam's still on the ground, so he has advantage on this attack.
Alright, I'll just be dead.
And that's a dirty 20.
Trying, man. I'm trying. I'm trying real hard.
That's
Sam, what's your HP total?
I keep dropping my die because
22.
I didn't bring anything to I didn't get a rolling surface. That's 10 piercing, or
You
slashing.
know, Holden,
rather.
I've never had an issue dropping
Yeah.
my die before.
I
Yeah,
wonder
you
why.
do. Shut the fuck up, Ivor. That's so weird.
Yeah, I'm just gonna tell you right now. You're not gonna die, but you're knocked back out again. I'm sorry. So you wake up to Men healing you, and then she scurries away. And then one of them just comes back and he stabs you again, and you're back out. And he's going to rush over to Menon now. And technically he can't turn that into a third, so he only gets one swing at you. However, it is a 23 to hit.
I don't know if that hits or not.
That's 7 slashing.
Did you just say I'm down?
19
Can we
poison.
just-
Is she AFK
That's
now as well?
25 damage total.
Yikes.
Ian's Menon has gone AFK.
Oh.
Yeah, more like AFL.
Yeah, it's 25 total. I believe you had 24 health.
Away from Lagoon.
Thank you.
Okay. That's its turn, though.
Wow.
6, it's your turn.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and wait.
You're gonna go ahead and wait? Alright.
Wait.
I'm gonna go ahead and wait.
Wait.
No, I'm gonna use my my massive speed here. 1, 2, 3, 4.
About 30 feet away.
Yeah. All right. I make it here fairly easily, and I still have time to make one punch. So.
Okay.
make
Punch
one-
man.
You know what? I'm not gonna punch. I'm going to use this foot.
Hit him with the foot. Punch him with your foot.
Hitting with the foot. Oh.
That does hit, though. It's not a lot of damage, but you get up just behind him and you kind of kick him in the back as he turns back around towards you.
Stunning. Stunning.
In the back, bitch.
All right. Sam, your death saving throws have reset, but go ahead and make a new one. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh wait. Sorry, was I done? Can I go ahead and use stunning strike?
What's that do?
Let me pull it back.
Is that a key point thing?
It is a key point thing. I can use an additional key point, and it is when you hit with a melee attack, you spend 1 key point to make the target stunned until the end of your next turn. It fails a con saving.
If it fails
16.
a con saving throw. Okay, let me roll that for you. What's his con bonus? Okay.
I'm marking off another key point here.
Let's see. That is a 14 plus 5. That is a 19.
Okay, he succeeds.
Yeah. Sorry.
Bitch.
It was a good try. It was a very, very good try.
Yeah, no good. No, it's all good.
Okay. 6 also dabbed in the chiropractor business. Okay, yeah, so Sam, go ahead and roll that death saving throw. It's a new one, so you reset.
That's not
That
good.
is a fail. Okay, you have 1 failure. That's going to bring us to
Sorry,
this
I
guy who also
tried.
needs to roll a death saving throw. That's a nat 1.
Oh,
So that is 2 fails. Okay, I'll make that mark to note that.
Holden?
Yes.
I am gonna use another level 3 spell slot
Okay.
because isn't he dead? Yeah, or unconscious.
He's unconscious with 2 fails.
Okay.
But you
I
wouldn't
don't-
know that. I
Well,
probably shouldn't have told you.
Okay, he's unconscious, right?
Yeah.
My plan was to hit him with a magic missile and put the other guy regardless.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
So I'm using 5. I'm only rolling 4 because I'm assuming the other one's just gonna him.
Little meta, but okay.
Whoa.
A little bit, but it's fine.
I was gonna do it anyway. You just said that prior to me doing
Okay.
it.
Okay. Go ahead and roll the
And
damage
that's-
then.
And that's for the other guy.
That's 4. Okay. So this one, you hit him with the magic missile, and he lies completely limp. The other one is going to take 13 damage from the others that automatically hit.
No, I rolled 17 instead of 5. I rolled 1 to hit the other guy.
I'm sorry.
You said, ignore me. I think I misheard what you said.
Okay.
I think he's, instead of rolling 5, he's rolling 4 all into the other dude instead of hitting the unconscious guy.
Oh, I see here. Yeah, because that one's automatically. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Okay. And they all hit. Or actually 6. They all kind of like whiz past the left side of your face, just and then right into the guy in front of you.
All right.
Percival, it is your turn.
I want to grab the dude's sword.
Okay, you
He
can.
did want one. Yeah.
Do I have it?
You have it.
Epic. I am going to zoom in on my map a little bit.
Actually, as you're grabbing the sword, isn't going to count as your. Well, actually, grabbing the sword will count as your action. But while you're doing it, I want you to roll a perception.
Well, if it's gonna count as an action, never mind then.
Okay.
I'm going to. So this is the dude, right? Yeah.
That's the dude.
Oh, teleport right there. Like I'm gonna use Orion's Grace and boing, here I am. And get whomped.
You whomp him.
You know what? What someone else to do.
Neither of those is gonna hit. So you teleport next
Have
to
their
him.
DCs been getting consistently higher?
No, they had different armor classes.
Oh.
The first one you discovered was a 16. This one is not.
Would I have advantage on the second attack since someone's already fighting?
No, you are not flanking.
Okay.
So you teleport next to him, and with a sudden movement, he looks over it very quickly, kind of looking scared at this point. His eyes a little wider, and you slice, and he just left, right, dodges out of the way quickly.
I would say to him, I'm not aiming to kill. I don't know about them though.
Make a general charisma check. This isn't going to count as any of your action economy because your turn's already over, but I want to just make a general charisma check.
Charisma? Hey, that's a save.
That is, yeah.
Fuck me, I always mix those up. Damn.
Okay.
That's much better.
Okay.
He forfeits.
Menon, make a death saving throw.
Sir. Do that on roll 20.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's right.
It's up near initiative. I think, if I remember correctly.
Have you ever had a roll a death saving throw?
Me?
Yeah.
In roll 20? No.
Yeah, I don't think I have in roll 20.
I don't see it.
It's
Oh, there it
under
is. There it is. I
corsets.
see it.
Okay, that is one success. However, it is his turn now, and after that charisma check, he's going to, use this action. He's going to scoop Menon up, like with one swift motion with one arm. He's going to, with one of his short sword, he's going to scoop her up by the neck, and he has a short sword at her throat. And he's going to look to both Percival and Six, kind of like, leaning away from you guys. And he says in common, "And fight now. Everybody live. Concede defeat." He has a sword at her throat.
Do I get to say something back?
I'll allow it.
Oh, fuck. Wait, hold on.
He has a sword at her throat.
I know he does. This is what's making me waver on what I'm gonna say.
He says, "End fight now. Everybody lives. Concede defeat."
Oh, fuck, man. That's not my turn. I was gonna use Cause Fear.
Jason?
Is it my turn?
No.
No.
Good.
Fuck.
However, I mean, I'm allowing Percival a response on this. Did you catch what he said, Jason?
And now, yeah, I did. I heard it.
So I mean, I'll allow you a quick response as well, if anything.
I'm waiting on what Percy does.
Okay.
Day to die, boys. It's been great knowing ya.
Oh. Can anyone hear me? Oh, okay.
Yeah, we can hear you.
What does Percy do?
Hold on.
I don't think
He doesn't know yet.
Eden, just a yes or no.
No. No. No.
Is it no?
DM veto. Nope. You can't do that.
Damn.
I veto too because I know the guy would do it.
Yeah, you're right.
Stop talking right now, you unconscious fuck.
I'd make the blade vanish. I'd make my blade vanish.
Six. You watch as his blade vanishes.
Is it possible for me to hold my action?
It's sure. It's technically not your turn. Oh, actually, it's about to be. So yeah, you can hold your action.
Wait, just kill him. Just do it now, please.
He's got Menon grappled in front of, like, in between you two.
I messaged Eden and I said, "Do I say do it?"
That's.
I
no, that
honestly
was
feel like I have to make a roll here. I'm not. 100% positive what 6 would do. So I'm gonna make it just a.
If that's how you
Hold
want
on,
to do it.
regardless of her answer, I wasn't gonna.
Okay.
No, I feel like you don't trust me as a player.
Okay, 6 attacks.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, just answer me this question: is there a?
If you need to know more before you make a decision, I'll let you roll it back.
Say that again. Sorry.
If you need to know more information before you attack, I'll allow you to roll it back as tense as the situation is. He does have her like covering his body. He's holding her in front of him by the neck and kind of shoulder with a blade to her throat. So he would have cover from you. You could still possibly hit if you rolled high enough. But you
accidentally punches Menon.
You might end up you might end up hitting Menon. And this is obvious. 6 could easily know this.
I mean,
if that influences your
did
decision, if that influences your decision, because that's not something that's not information I give you before. I'll let you go back.
Well, here's the thing though, is that he's suddenly extraordinarily mad.
Okay.
Is the thing. I don't think he's gonna really.
Can he
be able to
contain that?
control himself
No.
Yeah, I don't think so. Especially with that roll, he rolled a 5 out of 20. So, I'm gonna have to go ahead and.
Okay, you can roll to attack then.
Here we go.
Don't fuck it.
Oh, he fucked it.
I fucked it real
fucked
bad.
it good.
Oh.
He fucked it real
Oh,
good.
he's still going. Oh, he's still going.
He's still going.
Oh my god!
Why did you
That's
keep
the worst
going?
I've ever rolled.
Dude,
I mean, he
you started
used
fucking it, and she's like wrong hole, and you just kept fucking it.
I'm sorry, guys. Give me one moment while I check some rules.
Oh my god, you just
I'm
beat
like
the shit out
pacing
of
in my
Menon.
living room at this point. This is not good.
Why'd you keep going?
You just fucking rod Menon. Completely.
Well, you could have punched her once to move her.
Holy fuck.
I'm sorry. Give me one moment. I know I don't mean to break this up, but I need a moment.
It's fine.
Jesus.
I'm really sorry here.
Menon, start rolling your second character.
You guys want a paladin
Menon?
or a druid?
What's your max HP?
Max HP
I don't think any of those are even
is
her
45.
AC.
Okay. You're not dead, but that's gonna count as 2 death save failures.
She's dead next turn, unless someone heals her.
That's 2 death save failures. Being a little lenient, but technically following
Guys,
the rules a little
seriously,
bit.
answer me.
No,
Do
no,
I
no, not now.
need to know.
So 6, you are filled with rage, and actually, I'm gonna take. No, you guys would see 6. You probably wouldn't even notice, but Percival and Zelfer, you notice as he's seething and he starts to like grit his teeth and you know his knuckles go white from anger. You see the tattoos on his arms glow a faint purple, just a little bit. And then he starts to strike, trying to just wail at the guy's head, but he moves Menon into the way. He doesn't stab her, but he moves her in the way for every strike, and he just starts laying into Menon uncontrollably. Sam, that's gonna be
Meat
another
shield,
death saving throw.
motherfucker.
I believe you have one failure so far.
Good night.
Nope, that's a success. That's a success. You're good, dude. My palms are sweaty.
He's weak, arms
No,
heavy.
I just know that I'm about to get a fucking crit fail.
You got 1 fail, 1 success. The other one is dead, unbeknownst to his friend. So there's that. Let me just.
He's feeling
Zelfer fucking
neutralized.
killed him. So I'm gonna put that on there. He's dead. Zelfer, it's your turn. This guy has Menon, and you just watch 6 just tear into Menon.
Okay, but he's facing 6 right now, right?
Yes. So
Because I'm assuming
if
with
you
my
move over, yeah, he would
with
have
expeditious retreat though, because I'm moving so fast, I can get behind him before he notices.
very possibly yes.
So I'm doing that. I'm running 10, 20, 30, then bonus action 40, 50, 60,
Mm-hmm.
sliding to a stop, and releasing 5 more magic missiles right into his back.
How many fucking spell slots? Okay.
This would be my last level 3 spell slot.
God damn. Okay, do it to him. Okay. So you guys watch as Zelfer races behind this guy with incredible speed, so much so that he doesn't even notice. Zelfer basically appears behind him, and then poof, 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 all 5 land into his back, and he kind of goes. Argh! He is very bloodied. I'll tell you that much.
Slaughter him.
He still has Menon in his arms, facing you. Percival, what are you gonna do? You put your weapon away.
Yeah, I did, didn't I?
You put your weapon away. Everybody but you has decided to keep fighting. You could. I won't say anything.
Say it, pussy. You won't. All right. With my hands raised, I'm gonna walk towards him, and I'm gonna slug him in the fucking head.
Roll to hit with an unarmed strike.
Oh, wait, he's facing. So this isn't a flank, is it, or is it?
To give you a better picture, I'm just gonna do this. Basically, he's like kind of in between here, and he's got men in front of you guys. You could probably get around, but he's still gonna be able to move her over to use her as cover.
Okay, then what I'm actually.
Yeah, because that's not something you knew, and your character probably would know. I will allow you to go back. You haven't rolled anything yet, so.
Alright, I'm gonna put my hands up, snap my finger, and you hear a giant bell ring as I cast Toll the Dead on him. It is a targeted spell, so he can't block with Menon.
Okay. Sure is. Okay, so that's a DC 12 Wisdom saving throw. Give me 1 moment. His Wisdom modifier is... Okay. That's a 16, I'm sorry.
Fuck you.
He has a 0 to his Wisdom modifier, too. I'll tell you guys right now, though, if it gives you any hope, he is not looking good. There's a reason he's resorted to this.
Well, it means it's gonna feel way worse if it
Menon?
goes out.
Okay,
Oh,
actually,
do you have more?
Well, no, but that's one of my actions. Can my bonus action to just be to kick dust in his face?
I can't allow it to do anything substantial, but you can.
Okay.
I can't,
I
yeah.
only took one of my 2 actions, but I guess it was a spell.
Well, you know what? I'll make it a high DC. Why don't you roll, it's not technically sleight of hand. Roll a dexterity check to try to blind him with the dirt on the ground. I'll allow it as a bonus action. No, okay. You try to kick some dust into him, but he kind of just, seeing you move on him, he moves Menon over. You just kind of kick some dust into Menon's abdomen.
He's just a fucking meat.
And as that happens...
Fuck beating out of me.
As that happens, Menon, I believe you have 1 success, 2 fails.
Oh my goodness. This
Roll
poor
a death
child.
saving throw.
Bye. You
See you
can
later,
DC.
dude.
That's a success. You got 2 strikes, 3 balls. It's the 9th inning, man.
In IRL just came.
It's his turn. As you guys have continued to be hostile, I'm going to make him roll.
Menon's
My little
dead.
brother. What?
Menon's gonna be dead.
What happened?
What happened?
Man, I'm so sorry. But as your party has continued to remain hostile,
Please no.
he's gonna drive his blade across your neck. I'm sorry, you're dead.
Yo, you just
You
got
guys,
XD'd, kiddo. You got
you guys
nade.
watch as you continue to attack. He takes his blade. He mutters something in thieves' cant that you can't understand. And he drives his blade across her throat, blood spurting out. Actually, some of it hitting 6, just on the chest, her blood a little bit. She drops to the ground. That's technically his action. He can use his bonus action to make 1 more strike at Percival, who's near. That's a 17 to hit.
Yeah, and I'm gonna instantly cast Absorb Element.
Okay. What's that do?
I shall show you in a second.
Okay.
He doesn't
Until
exactly
energy,
know.
lessening its effects on you, storing it for your next melee attack. Okay, until the start of your next turn. Wait, absorbing some of it. So you basically have resistance. You take half damage, and the other half you can use.
As of the poison.
Okay, and then the other half that you don't take, you get to store for your next attack, or as, the target
it takes
takes
an
actually
extra
the
1d6
triggering type. Oh,
would do
I
an
see.
extra
So you
6
don't.
poison damage
Yeah, you
next turn.
don't have resistance, but you absorb some of it and are able to use it. Okay, cool.
No, it says I have resistance to the triggering damage type until the start of my next turn.
This the moment you cast. This is a reaction spell.
Yeah.
Okay, so you have resistance. Good, good.
Yeah, I know it's good. Otherwise, I'd probably be dead.
Well, he's about to be dead next turn. So I'm
But here's the thing: the
pretty sure-
triggering damage type, it does slashing and then poison. Slashing isn't an element. Okay,
But
I'll
it's
allow
absorb
poison.
an
Yeah.
element.
Okay. Yep. Nope. I'm
Yeah.
allowed. Yep. That's good. Cool. That's going to be 9 slashing damage. Nine slashing damage and 26 poison.
And that's resisted?
Oh, I'm sorry. No, 13 poison with resistance.
Okay, I
Thank
was
you for
gonna say,
reminding me.
fuck,
So
I
that's
just got
a
critted or
total.
some shit.
That's a total of 22 damage. Are you still up?
I am very low.
Holy shit! Beefy
My first
boy.
one hit for 29 damage.
Beefy boy. Okay.
And the second one hit for
That's his
22.
turn, and he looks very visibly panicked. 6. You're
Kill
still in a blinding rage. You just watched him kill Menon in front of you, and there's some
Yeah,
of her
I
blood
mean,
on your chest, and you punched her. It's
literally nothing for me to do other than just lash out, just
yep.
physically.
You just lash out in absolute fury, and it shows with your crit hit.
Oh, he did.
Those
6.
Those are better rolls.
How do you
Yeah.
want to do this?
I look directly into his eyes, and I wrap my hands around his face, and I grab him by the hair, like by the back of the head, and I pull him forward, and I pull my knee, and I just don't stop until my hands are like far up my thighs. Like I don't stop pushing into his skull until there is not one. There is
Yeah.
no more skull. Essentially, would be my goal.
You guys watch as 6 moves forward. His arm's still slightly glowing. He grabs him, just pushes his knee into this guy's skull. The guy, and you hear like the sickening crunching sound as with his bare hands and knee, he is crushing this man's skull in. And eventually, he keeps going and going and going, and it's gruesome and it's fucked up. And he just keeps going until this man is basically has a concave head, and
I'm
eventually,
like pulling up pants, essentially.
yeah, and eventually drops him to the ground.
I take his I take his right ankle.
Hold on a moment.
I have no care for bloody gore. It doesn't bother me any.
No, that's fine. But the room subsides a bit.
That video at 210 is exactly what just happened.
Yeah, give me one moment here. The room subsides a bit. It's deafeningly quiet as everybody just watched this. And for a moment, you guys just kind of look to each other, 6 in a seething rage. Blood everywhere, Menon dead, Sam still unconscious. And all at once, the crowd erupts. Yeah! And they're cheering, and they're absolutely amazed at the spectacle, and they're shouting, "Bronze Toads! Bronze Toads! Bronze Toads!" And Eddie comes up, "And the victors! The Bronze Toads!" And the crowd screams, and the whole chamber is filled with the echoes of these people cheering.
Oh no!
What are you guys gonna do?
I attack the. I mean, where is what's his name? The
Sam,
head-
not yet,
the
but
head.
I guess we'll count that. I was gonna ask you for don't roll without me asking.
The dude that's shouting to the audience. Where?
Sam, is that 2 successes or 3 then?
2.
Okay, you're at 2. I'll count it. Okay, I'm sorry. You were saying, Jason?
Where is the announcer?
The announcer has stepped back up to here.
Whenever possible, the 6 will move to this location.
You can do so right away. Zelfer, what are you doing right away?
I see that Sam is still dying.
Mm-hmm.
I begrudgingly look at the guy's ankle and then head to keep Sam alive.
Okay. I'm sorry, I'll actually give these tokens now that I think I know what is about to happen. Because I did describe these guys here earlier. Okay. Are you gonna... What are you casting to help him?
Nothing. I'm gonna fucking stabilize him.
Next turn initiative. We're out of initiative. Okay, stable. That is a good medicine check. You are able to stabilize him. You move over, and he looks pretty badly beaten, but you're able to stop the bleeding, and his breathing is stable for now.
Then I'm after the left wrist, right ankle, and I have a chance to cut him off with my decorated dagger.
Odd. Percy, what are you doing? You just watched men die.
You see the wound on which I got hit when I used absorb elements? It was like a sickly green poison color. You'd see it go through my arms into my 2 wrist gauntlets. The gems in it would glow, and then it would be like a puff of steam as he clenched his fists.
Okay.
And that would expunge the poison. That's
sure
what I
does.
just made up, and I think it looks pretty cool.
It looks pretty dope, and the crowd cheers again, thinking this looks awesome. 6, what are you doing as you approach the announcer? And he says, "Congratulations on your victory! Well done, well done."
So the first roll that I had made for just essentially kind of a sanity check-in was a 5. The second one was a 6. So I reach over the rope essentially, and I attempt to grab the halfling by the throat.
Okay. We're gonna consider this a grapple. Make a for this athletics or acrobatics. He's gonna be contesting.
Okay. I will go with. I'll go with. Shit. I guess boom.
He did roll a 15. So you reach out to grab him. You actually like get your fingers around his throat for a moment, but like he's actually a little bit below the rope, so you have to reach over and under. As he try to grab him, he goes, "Whoa, whoa, whoa, whoa!" and he backs up a bit. Whoa, whoa! You won! Let's go! Hey, gods! And the 2 half orcs kind of step up, just next to him. He's like, "Hey, you won! You get the gold! What's the big? I'm walking here. What's the big deal?"
I hate you.
So Sam, you're unconscious still, but you're alive. You guys hear this commotion as 6 has attempted to grab the halfling.
6 has just super empty eyes. He's sort of just standing there, sort of reaching out now that he's missed his target. He's still sort of reaching out almost half-assedly.
He's like, "Hey, man, I get it. Bloodlust. You just got out of the fight. It's okay. And he kind of like pats the arms of the guards next to him. Don't worry about it.
Can I walk up and slap 6 in the back of the head?
You can.
I'm gonna walk up and I'm just gonna clap him in the back.
Yep, it's gonna be easy enough. He's not gonna be able to resist. Just a little on the back. 6, you feel a thud on the back of your head.
Yeah. I don't attempt to resist or anything.
Okay.
Zelfer walks over.
Mm-hmm.
He turns 6 towards him. 6, do you resist?
I don't.
And for the first time ever, Zelfer looks you in the eyes and goes, "I know, it's gonna hurt." And he hugs you.
6 doesn't really have a reaction. He lets it happen. He doesn't resist, but he doesn't hug you at all. It's just sort of things that stuff's happening around 6 at the moment.
He doesn't stop. He's just gonna sit and hug.
Okay. I'm gonna say at this point, Sam, you kind of come to with all the cheering. There's people cheering around you. People are still screaming. Yeah, you hear like a few people are still kind of going, "Bronze toads, bronze toads!" And you look over and you see Menin on the ground, her throat slit, and the 2 assassins, one with his head completely concave, the other torn to shreds next to you.
I would have walked up to him and extended my hand to him to help him up.
I grab it without saying anything. And I go over to Menin and just drop on my knees.
Mm-hmm. And you can see it looks like she has bruising from her like stomach to her chest, and a little bit on her arms, and then her throat is slit. Just for
God, this feels reminiscent of Azco.
Would
Jesus.
you, Sam, roll a d20 plus 2, please? Oh, good. Okay, so your cat emerges from your armor, seemingly unscathed, and starts to lick your cheek. I had your cat roll a dex check.
This, Holden, I'm about to...
Yes?
Message you something.
You can do that. At this point, Eddie yells out, "For our triumphant new champions, let's hear another round of applause. Yeah. And then the whole crowd starts screaming and cheering and clapping again for you. And there's a renewed chant of bronze toads, bronze toads.
Let me make another roll real fast.
That 14 was for me to use my second turn.
Sure. Yeah, that's fine. And
Six raises his arms, and he chants along with the crowd, sort of.
Just in case you forgot.
Spitting from his
lips, right? Like just shit flying. Broad stoats! Broad stoats!
He starts to get really fucking into it.
What the fuck is this character?
I go over after I let go of him. I go over and pick up Menon's body. I look at Sam and go, "We'll take us somewhere to bury her."
Why?
Sam, roll a religion check.
Oh boy, that's not gonna be good.
Okay. Thank you.
It's at least the least we can do.
6 literally asks you why it matters. She's dead, man. Let it go.
No, Mr. Six, I'm not one for caring, but when you calm down, you'll thank me.
She's not here anymore.
He doesn't even look at Six, and he starts walking off with Menon.
Where?
No, Sam would probably fucking take her.
Yeah, I can't really carry her that well.
No, you start to carry her, and then Sam comes to help, and you relent and figure he can carry her better.
I'm just gonna say I'll just shrug and start walking away without Six.
Yeah, Six doesn't follow.
At this point, Eddie calls out, "Hey, where are you going? You guys are the new champions. You get to meet the queen. This is a huge honor. And you get your gold."
Where's my money?
The money. Yeah, right here. And he goes back to where he was standing over here. Does that stop you guys, or do you keep walking away?
I turn back and start heading back.
Okay. So you guys, Sam, you're carrying. Sam, are you heading back as well?
No, I tell Zophyr to go back with them. I'm gonna take her.
Okay.
First, he summons his sword again, and you hear the single ding as he offers her soulless whiskey.
Okay. There's a loud boom that emanates throughout the chamber, and the crowd kind of like hushes for a moment. Then there's some mixed cheering, and then they go back to talking about, excitedly talking about the fight they just got to witness.
Then I finally head back to the two assassins, and then cut my prizes.
You
My
can cut the
tokens.
prizes. Yeah, you get those too. You hear some audible from the crowd as you do so, but you can. So Sam, you take Menon back to the tavern.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll take you out for just a moment. You're kind of over here with her. As you guys walk up, he goes, yeah, we got your gold right here. We got what you bet. That's gonna be doubled. We got what other people bet. All right, so we got, let's see, from what you bet, that was 123 gold total, and that's gonna bring you to 246 gold. Congratulations for that. Let's see, and then from the other bettings here, you get 160 silver and 251 copper. That's a lot of fucking money. Well done.
Did I hear 9-1?
At one point you did.
And when I turned my money in,
And when you turned your money in, what?
When I turned my money in, I gave 100 gold pieces.
Yes.
And the odds were 9-1.
You heard that at some point, yes.
So I'm expecting 900 gold pieces.
Do you say this?
Yeah.
He says, "Oh, no. When you told me you had a sixth, it went down to 1-1. I called that out. I let people know."
Did I hear that? I mean, honestly, did I hear that?
You would have been. He cried it out. Yeah, you could have heard that.
Okay.
That I did actually say that at some point. As
Yeah,
being,
that
Okay.
was.
All right. If there's then no problem. If there's a benefit of the doubt, no problem.
So I'll let you guys. I'll say it once more. 246. Are we gonna just divide this amongst the four of you evenly?
246 gold.
Yep.
I bet 100. I want it back. Just take the rest. I don't. Six doesn't fucking care.
All right. If the
This
rest of your
fucking
friends are
cat.
with that.
Okay, so 146 gold.
So yeah, 6 you get your 100 back, and then for the rest of the
Okay.
party, 146 gold, 160 silver, 251 copper. If you want me to convert that
Or
to,
is that total?
251.
that's total.
251 copper.
Yep, 160 silver, 146 gold. I can, yeah.
I'm gonna
How
quick
many
do the math.
copper did I get from that 7?
And there's 4 of us, or 3 of us
Wow.
now, right?
There's 4 of you.
But no, because 6 doesn't want to.
Well, 3.
Oh,
yeah.
yes, that's divided amongst 3.
Profit.
Yep, that's divided among 3.
So 48.6 gold. So 48 gold and
6
6
silver.
and 6 silver.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
For the 3 of you, I'll add those, please.
What was it?
6 silver.
48 gold, 6 silver. And then we get 53 silver and 3 copper.
So 59 silver, 3 copper, 48 gold.
There's
And
more
then-
copper.
Yeah, and then 83 copper with some change.
We'll say, just to make this easier, everyone give 84 copper on top. So you can all add that in to your inventories. I assume that Sam, one way or another, they'd get it to you eventually. We'll, for the sake of expediency, say they will get that to you. So yeah, now Zelfer, 6, and Percival, you guys have your reward. Sam has carried Menon's body off. And you're in front of Eddie, and he says, "Oh, now that you got your prize money, that's fantastic. Great job, guys. You get to meet the Queen, as you're the new champions. How cool is that? Well done, well done."
Well, take me to it then.
Well, all right. I mean,
Yes.
first I'm gonna have to send a letter out. She'll be over here. We'll figure it out. But
A letter?
yeah. Sure. I mean, well, not a letter. It's by courier. You know, we'll get her out here. It'll take like a day or 2. But she'll.
How many people are in the audience?
I'm gonna say a couple dozen at least. Maybe a few
There are
dozen.
20 people here. You have to send a courier to a woman that leads 20 people?
Well,
I ask. Indignantly.
This isn't everyone. This is just you guys are a bit early. This wasn't supposed to be
These
the
are
main
the
fight.
ones that care? I ask.
Well, no. There are lots more people in the New Republic. It's just these are the guys that are here. You guys came early, and I pushed the main event forward because you kind of pissed me off, and I wanted you to die. But then you beat him. That was so cool.
Where is this bitch?
Whoa! You can listen. Just not around. He kind of like motions for you to move in a bit closer to him.
Loudly I say, do you not like the adjective?
Oh, no, listen, man. I'm not a big fan of her either. But like, you don't want to say that around these people. Some people kind of worship her. It's kind of weird. But
well,
like,
then no one fucking cares. I shout, or I say.
Oh, okay. Listen. I'll tell you what. I'll get somebody out as soon as I can. She'll be here by tomorrow. Okay? Why don't you make an intimidation check?
Sure. I'll go ahead and do that.
Go ahead and intimidate.
In your blind rage, you're kind of like leaning forward a bit too far, like awkwardly, like you don't even realize you're like awkwardly leaning on the rope and kind of like teetering around because you're so angry you don't even realize. And so he's like, "Listen here, buddy. Best I can do is I can get her out here tomorrow. I ain't her boss, you know. You dig? She's my boss. Tomorrow, okay? I'll get her here tomorrow."
I imagine having a super awkward, high-pitched voice. And where is this bitch?
Percival's gonna kind of lean back a bit, and he's gonna go, "So it's still really early in the morning, so I'm sure that if your courier runs really, really fast, we can see her tonight."
Maybe with a little monetary incentive, I suppose I could get somebody to.
I lean in closer, and I go, "Tonight."
I'll have you make an intimidation check as well. What the fuck? You lean in closer and you say tonight as you kind of like trip over the rope a little bit and have to catch yourself and pull yourself back up.
Put this fucking rope here, I say, bringing my sword down.
And he goes, listen, guys. Tomorrow, just stick around. Listen, I'll let the barkeep know to have. I'm sure people will buy you rounds if you just say, "Here, the new champions." Everybody saw it. Just head back to the tavern, get some drinks, maybe have some drugs.
To see her tonight?
If you want, I could send somebody right away. I could call in a favor for 10 gold.
How much gold to see her tonight?
I'm gonna tell you, 10 gold.
I drop it on the ground.
Okay, and he kind of greedily like, oh, it picks it up. He's like, all right, I will have the queen here tonight, probably, hopefully.
If we don't see her tonight, I will hunt you down and eviscerate you.
And the two like half orcish guards with large with big shields, big like metal armor, and wide blades kind of go. And one of them says, "I think not."
And I look at him and I say, "I'll find you guys too, just at a later date. You'll get your comeuppance."
He just kind of huffs at you.
I look over and go, "We killed those two people. You really don't
I
think
slaughtered bigger men than you before breakfast."
Yeah, I don't listen. Hey, we're all friends here. Listen, this is all part of the pit. This is supposed to happen. All right, guys, let's go ahead and retreat. Let's go back. All right, you guys have a good rest of your night. You'll see the queen tonight. Goodbye. And he kind of like turns around and starts to move toward this door here, and the guards follow him, and he exits the vicinity.
I felt really good last week. This week I don't feel as good.
So
probably because you're fucked up on rum.
I assume you guys are gonna head back to the
Six
tavern
is not happy.
to find Sam.
Yeah,
we'll be ending here very soon. I'm just gonna get us to a rest.
Where everybody goes, Six will follow along.
Okay. Sam, where are you bringing the body of Menon?
Back to the room.
The room. Okay. You bring her back to the room, and you sit there.
I mean, Six doesn't even look really at the corpse. I mean, it's to him.
I'd have probably fucking asked everyone else.
Everyone else to what?
To leave me.
Sure.
Okay, you got so eventually, Sam, you've been sitting there for about 5 minutes without them, and they enter the room. I'll bring us back to the map.
Okay. Hey, Eden, are you still here?
She's muted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Poor thing.
I would be too if I just died.
Yeah, she's still here. She says, I feel bad, but
yeah.
Anyway, you guys, so you guys make it to the room and you see Sam just sitting next to Menon's corpse. The table just slightly blood-soaked.
A 5 is a 3. 6 just basically lost.
I feel like you're just a husk at this point.
Yeah. I don't know. Just sort of following people along. Very, very. Time's passing at a very strange.
Yeah.
Things happen very quickly, and then a single thing happens extraordinarily slowly. It's just.
Yeah.
I just sent you another Discord message.
Good to know. Thank you.
This hurts to say, but honestly, Percy's not phased.
Neither is Sulfur.
Seeing as many people die as they did around him in the battlefield.
6 doesn't bother.
Okay.
Like, in the least, he sort of feels like he's I don't know, been behind in a way, and now that he's lost someone, it's kind of like, yeah. Oh, I totally get it now. Life doesn't fucking matter. Doesn't mean shit.
Jesse, I'm gonna take you to Secret Secrets for like 30 seconds.
Okay.
Okay, so your patron, the demon statue, you were given a name, yeah? I gave you the name.
You just said fiend.
Fiend. Okay, you don't have the name yet. Your god? What do you mean your god?
Yeah, like a while back, I think the first time we went into the Cloaked Ranger's place, and you said that they had a prayer place.
Yeah.
I figured I might as well fucking give him a god to worship in his past life.
A god he worshipped in his past life. Okay.
So
did you choose a deity?
Yep.
What deity is it?
Sigismund. Apparently.
Sigismund. Okay. Okay. Good to know. I will tell you this: as you're sitting there alone before the rest of the party arrives, you don't hear anything from Sigismund. You hardly feel his presence, but you don't hear anything. It's just the deafening silence of sitting in the room with a corpse. But you do kind of feel like a sinister presence, and you get the feeling it's the patron, this demon statue, Sigismund. Thank you. I will make note of that. You get the feeling it's that Sam's old deity. It's your patron, the one that you pledged yourself to, the demon statue, the one who hasn't given you a name yet. And you don't hear a cackling or a laughter, but you feel like if the patron, you feel like this kind of menacing energy, as if it's mocking you a little bit and laughing at you for your pain. and then the rest of the party shows up.
Correct this?
Okay. So you guys walk in. Sam, do you ask them to leave you?
Yes.
Okay. He's just sitting there with Menon's corpse. You guys leave him alone?
Yep. I don't fucking care. She's dead.
Okay. Percival, Zelfer.
I head back towards the tunnel.
Towards the tunnel that led... Okay.
Yeah.
You can
Johnny!
You can find Johnny easily enough. He's... Yeah, he's there.
I give him a left wrist and a right ankle.
He kind of looks terrified at first, and then looks
And then
around.
he comes a little.
And he looks around and sees that nobody's really paying attention because you called out to him, and he goes, "Thank you."
I nod and I head back up.
He's kind of like, okay.
I look at Percy and go, I think I'm endangering that. I think that kid is dangerous.
I think he might jack off with that later.
I think that kid is dangerous.
Probably shouldn't have given him that.
Do we return to our rented room at this point? I mean, what are we doing?
I mean, you guys returned there, and Sam was there with Menon's corpse, and he basically told you guys to leave him alone.
Right. Okay.
So, I think at this point with you guys... Oh, did you have something else?
Well, at one look, he would have just looked at Menon and went, damn.
Yeah. So at this point, you guys
never got the smash.
You kind of return to the room. You don't go in because Sam asked you not to, but you're standing there kind of trying to figure out what to do next. Sam, you're sitting in there alone with the corpse, and
I'm going to sit outside the door and take a short rest.
Yeah, this is where we're gonna end for tonight.
6 opens his 15 gold bottle.
Mm-hmm. Oh, breaking out the good stuff. That's fair.
Yeah.
I'll make a note of that for next time.